Baymax, G-Way, get money, y'all. For death, though, we do. Spot low. The West kept spinning the World Wide Web on these bitch ass niggas.
Young Spotter come through on the low late. Don't take her on no date. In the 08, tryna see if she got paper to donate. I'm so hard to locate, that's what the hoe hate. But I'm so great in bed, baby, daddy gotta rotate. Just fucked off 10 G's, but it ain't that important. If I ain't had to go to court, I would've made that this morning. Matter of fact, get paid more than that for performing one song. My dough long, cause I rap my recordings. Deserve a Rico, commit actual acts of extorting. Place the wholesale order and jack the jet for the Jordans. In New York, in the projects, chilling in the back of the buildings, where I chop with the hood heads and chat with the children. I'm young and I'm rich, I'm black and I'm brilliant. On track for the trillions, to be stacked to the ceiling. Until then, I spend thousands and mash for the millions. Get cash for the killing, got it bad for the billions.
Been places that I never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there when I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
My eyes nice and tight, I hit the kush spot twice a night, and sometimes even thrice if the price is right. I like variety, they tell me it's the spice of life. She say I'm sweet and sour every time I slice your wife. SPI, your dirt bag to the world in. Digging donkey dick deep down in somebody's girlfriend. You speaking on me and it's tweaking me a little, but if you think you're sneaking on me, she gon' be a widow. I love females, they help push the campaign. No brain, don't make it rain, or buy bitches champagne. More money, more problems, don't need the propaganda. What popped out in Vegas don't lead to Tropicana. What happened in Atlanta don't need to be repeated. So them pictures on your camera phone need to be deleted. Let's go.
I just seen all that and all. Been places that I never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
I don't know Neo, but I know Eno. Me, him, and Hero with 10 hoes in Rio. Went hard for the ESO, I squad with the CO. No 6 deuce chemo and showline ego. I can't say I put in a gang of work with Deco, but me and Cuz for sure them pass for a keto. I spent some time on the grind with the Rezo. 24 months just to end up with zero. Even with a belt on, the khaki still be low. I'm a head honcho, I used to flow with Nebo, but he chose to told on Lil Man and Bezo. Had to let him go right after we met Sebo. From California where the most gorgeous green grow. I'm loony as O-Dog and nutty as Nino. All spots covered from Domino's to CeeLo. For Death Doe, the Lamo to Aliso.
Seen all that and all. Been places that I never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Baby Sam wrote the hood. You know he old fly type ass nigga. The beat fly is a bitch. The homegirl Disha came and wet the hood. SPI's lips.
Boy, you stay fly, blow my mind. How can I fly so fly? So so fly. You stay fly. You blow my mind. I can't lie. You stay fly, so fly.
You fly too, baby. You are though.
You stay
Damn
fly.
right, the chain so bright it'll shock the blind. In the sight at midnight, you can't block the shine. We got it turned up off the hook, we poppin'. I'm fitted, cause lil' mama took me shopping. Pigtails, French braids, bald heads. Asked a bunch of bitches, they all said from day one, I guess the dress size. She say I got an impressive sex drive. No true religion, Versace, Armani. T-shirts and jeans like Chachi and Fine. Exactly, SP supply the passion and khakis. I'm too fly for fashion. Not to mention the trends I said. The Harley twins, the Benz, the Vet. Fly like wingspan, birds and bees. Constantly high off urban ease. I'm fly.
Boy, you stay fly. You blow my mind. I can't lie. So fly, so fly, so fly, so fly. You stay fly. Blow my mind. I can't lie. You stay fly, so fly, so fly. You stay fly.
Look, I manifest destiny. In other words, I make it happen, don't question me. The streets almost got the best of me, but my mama dressed in black, I couldn't let it be. And now I travel where it's always spring, straight off slows, and I done seen all 7 seas. Felony after felony, now every day I'm looking more like what I said I'd be. And yeah, the success is like ecstasy, and my swag so fly, it's like a set of wings. Now watch me do me in the club, throwing dubs at a flock of groupies. Nigga, huh? Nigga, what? It is not what you think. Take some record label money, had you chopped on the scene. You know what I mean? Simple as that. It's what it sound like when Spider nip a fifth in a sack, nigga.
Boy, you stay fly. You blow my mind. I can't lie. So fly, so fly, so fly. You stay fly. You blow my mind. I can't lie. You stay fly, so fly, so fly. You stay fly.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathoning, making moves taken. The heartbreaking news made major breaking news. nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions, gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides right, cause they crucified Christ.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
In that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest.
Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spot Loc, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a Loc most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Pay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
You can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing. To be here on 420 in the black box and blow us a session on the Wake and Bake show. You already know how it go. Hurry up and get to the word of the day and get it out the way. Imprimatur. And imprimatur is an official approval. The governor gave his imprimatur to the proposed reforms. Imprimatur. Out of the way. Oh, my mama. I can't say I'm surprised, because Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid done did it again in the most feminine fashion. Telephone communication, running his mouth like a hoe cake, trying to smut the Keyway Christ. Because y'all heard right there on Count on You, the homie, welcome the homie Mac and the homegirl Heaven to the Blue Wrench Mob, the newest moderators. Hella supportive. Y'all know them Blue Wrench Mobs is to regulate all the BS in the chat. that give y'all the power to delete comments, remove people, you know what I'm saying, the trolls, the haters, the queerdos, Google gang, shout out to the gang. Anyway, this nigga HoNo Hunnid has made a reputation of being on the phone running his mouth, always getting exposed. I remember he got exposed, we was talking about how Nip on the front of the song called himself the Tupac of his generation. And as much as Wacc HoNo Hunnid been trying to hate on the homie, all he continues to do is add to the fulfillment of the prophetic statements that the homie made. Just think about it. Cuz say he Tupac of his generation. Who is the most well-known person who went out their way to try to hate on Tupac post-death and throw suspicion toward his sexuality? You remember it was a picture of Tupac in the bed and shirt off. His homie was right there next to him posing for a picture. And it was a single second moment frozen in time. And HoNo Hunnid, after Tupac passed, found himself trying to question Tupac's sexuality in regards to this photograph. Here we are, down the line. Neighborhood Nip, Wacc HoNo Hunnid is calling himself trying to bring question to the homie sexuality after his death, speaking to an individual worldwide renownedly known for having sexual confusion, inconsistencies. He's been vocal about his perplexities when it comes to his sexuality. There's been documented footage of him going out on a date with men that had long fingernails and him complaining about the fingernails days later as if it was offensive. However, the man had the fingernails when they met for the blind date at the bar to drink. I'm referring to Mr. Derek Williams. This is also an individual, when I'm speaking of Hassandra Scramble Thighs Campbell, who claims to have been sexually violated as a minor by an adult male, however, has been photographed as a fully grown man being quite affectionate toward this individual in life. We just spoke about how we saw these dudes in a threesome with Takuchi, and we realized birds of a feather flock together. And Wacc HoNo Hunnid is definitely a bird that supports birds as far as stool pigeons that sit on the stand and talk. We finna trip on this little clip real quick and just analyze it a little bit for what the HoNo Hunnid said. Wacc HoNo Hunnid. I told y'all a lot about Cuz a long time ago because he came out and lied on me. That's why what he said in the clip, there's lies involved. First of all, trying to insinuate the question, the suspicion on the homosexuality, right? I would find that to be the lie. Even if the footage that he describes exists, from the clip we so far heard, it's nothing gay insinuated. However, the only thing that's gay about it is that HoNo Hunnid is talking to someone who his whole public presence is behind a gay drama. And it seems like Wacc HoNo Hunnid is being cordial to this person and trying to make him feel like, hey, your character's not that bad, because guess what? This dude got this on him. And I find it real strange that he finds himself speaking on these types of subjects so much, and he never speaks about how these issues have affected his own household. So I don't run trains. That ain't my thing. I don't want to be in a room with a man and no kind of freaky stuff going on, period. That's just not my thing. Although we are fully aware that that's not the general perception of everybody in the public. Is the whole swinger thing, orgy thing, tossing something, flipping something. Especially from our culture and our environments, niggas is known to flip shit. So to say somebody was flipping something, whether it's my personal taste to participate or not, ain't got nothing to do with being gay. But it's just crazy how this dude is in Benzino bedroom, all on the internet, verbally, vocally, speaking supportively of all these suspicions that's been thrown on Benzino. He's putting his name, his character on the line to vouch for Benzino and his sexuality. He's all caught up watching porn. He says he has secret tapes of Kanye, of Ray J having sex. He's had secret tapes, according to him, that we told me, Doja, aka The Game, the rapper Jason Taylor, on his back at the Fox Hill Mall. That's just the secret element. But we talking about this freaky shit. He got sex footage of Ray J that he like to watch. Now all of a sudden he got tapes of a homie having sex, two men having sex. I'm noticing a trend in Cuz interest.
He'll buy his own wrong for it, bro. But Nipsey know you wasn't that. You ain't that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing. You ain't never put the work in fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude's a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gay shit on him, bro. Also on my mama. We got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her.
Oh no. Yeah, it was getting juicy, right? But y'all still didn't hit that like button. Go get.
See, I'm convinced Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid like to watch men that he know perform sexually on tape. He told Kanye he got the tape of Ray J getting down. Now he describing in detail, according to him, he put it on his mama that the homie tossing abroad with another nigga, and he called that gay, right? My thing is this. First of all, he said he been saving his career. I've been told y'all how long he been pampering and paying and taking care and consider himself a little homie to crippin'. I'm telling you, he told me way back in like 2000, 2001 or something of that nature when I first met him that he put my homegirl through college, nursing school, and bought her some braces to make her look better than she apparently looked when I knew her in the past, according to him. He digitalized. He was like, yeah. So that's how long Cub been taking care of Crippin' and protecting Crips. But then on top of that, just think about it. Blueface on my mama. He been protecting Cuz. Cuz got a whole situation where he told Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid and his wife, Cass Jones and Kimberly Jones, showed up to the scene. Their names ended up in the paperwork. They even made statements as to back Blueface story as if they were actually present at the time, I believe, or something of that nature. I don't want to misquote the actual facts to put no extras on nothing. But their names is in the paperwork giving statements on the scenario. But he protecting Crippin' in that fashion as well. But once again, Cuz talking about on his mama is some gay shit, right? Why, please tell me this, on my mama, why you wait till a nigga pass to even bring something up like that? That blow my mind. Then he talking about Nipsey ain't never put in no work. Mind you, y'all, this a nigga from the valley, cuz. He don't know nothing about nothing, right? All he knows is what he was heard or what he been told. And you never know what you've been told, whether somebody giving you factoids or they hating, right? But whether any of that is true, Cuz speaking down on the most reputable Crip as far as the world's perspective known to this day. I ain't talking about the LA streets in general or any specific pocket. I'm never the one that told the world that Nip was the most influential 6-0 amongst their culture. That ain't my business. That inside circle got a whole lot of elements that the world don't realize. They watching it from the movie perspective of what's being captured and what's being presented, because we got some successful individuals, media-wise, entertainment-wise, from over there, and you only gonna get such a perspective. However, Cuz speaking on Cuz, trying to say he the type that don't put in no work, but it's so blasphemous to speak on the Keyway Christ in such a fashion when you promoting the Pyru Poop Butt. You tell the world Doja is official, authentic. You already been caught up on the phone explaining how little to zero time Doja spent in the Compton streets. Not a banger. I'll tell y'all, cuz ain't never put in no work. And what's up with Doja? This your boo babe, best friend, Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid. You done wrote long letters to the homie wife. You cried on camera going down Slauson when he passed. You put the prolific tatted on you. You always got his nuts in your mouth, cuz. You ain't putting no pressing on Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid for disrespecting your dead homie, your dead loved one, you coward. You were just on Drink Champs all on this, cuz. This is, oh my mama. This is why, over and over again, I'm making my business to repeat.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
Regardless of a perception of trying to fit in and matriculate and network, right? Because you think of your ultimate goal, what you desire, and you keep trying to like, and it's quite not a fit. Although neither can you or anybody else pinpoint anything you've done incorrect not to fit. And then as you sit back and watch what takes place, cuz, it's a no wonder it don't fit, cuz. I'm not nothing like what these cats got going on. On my mama. Just think about it. Cuz has activity that he's trying to describe. Two niggas flipping a female. I don't know where the concept of paying somebody to do it or any of that. But all he do is pay his way. Like I told you, he been paying my homegirl since the 90s. Tuitions, braces, proudly announcing this. So you like to watch tapes of black entertainers, male in particular, having sex. Then you always on the phone. I remember he always on the phone doing some hoe shit. He was on the phone recording. So I'm so glad. Look who got him. Cassandra Scramble. Scrambled this. Oh man, you talk about ain't put in no work. Those ain't put in no work, and you tell the whole world out that same mouth. That's why I know you willing to lie, cause you lied on me. In that same conversation, he was telling the nigga on the phone, how much time you think Gang really spent in the bump the streets, blood? He was like, man, I'm telling you, man, in this industry, man, most of these niggas, man, what happened, man, niggas be too street for the industry. So before I realized he had lied on me, I bumped into him at one point. I have a photograph to document the evening. And I asked Cuz, I'm like, Cuz, when you was on that phone call, you was talking about niggas be really too street. You was talking about me, huh? He was like, yup. On my mama. You digitalize? So attack the person instead of the message. That's how you know it's true. What is Cuz talking about? On my mama. You digitalize? I know this. Any man that run around and have his mouth on the phone and everybody intimate, private, personal, sexual business is suspect above all. He's over there on the internet, especially in a climate like this, where you have to be very careful about the words you choose to describe a certain group of people. Cuz is on Clubhouse being extremely belligerent and disrespectful, overcompensating for the fact that with all the masculinity he tries to project to the world, his male son he raised turned out to be amongst that community. And I think he's so conflicted with that reality within, he projects all this negativity toward individuals or that subject matter in general, trying to deflect from the fact that, you know, ancestrally wise and genetics and DNA, you're connected to your children, your seed, and really from within he produced a male individual that is the exact type of person he was on Clubhouse disrespecting and describing and talking about. The same person that he was trying to assassinate the homie character to, talking to Cassandra Scramble, somebody who he knows for a fact has participated in these type of activities. That's why I get the concept, the idea. He was trying to console Cassandra, telling him, it's not that bad. So-and-so was similar. He was just like you. He's been through it too. And look at Cassandra, got a cold little chess game on him, recording you the whole time, you whole ass nigga. Oh, my mama. I wish I would have thought to be goofy like Cuz and record half of the goofy shit I heard him say. My mama Cuz say, funny how he apologized to Black Sam on No Jumper, but still dissing his brother. Did he, he said, do you know how many, I ain't know he apologized to Black Sam. But just that's what he's known to do. Cuz get on the internet, talk bold, big, disrespectful. Then he double back to the phone and kiss ass dick and make everything right, laffy daffy, ha 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 ha. So, why is you protecting and paying Crippin so consistently, continuously, constantly, all the time? If you such a real nigga, you got paperwork on this cat, you bring it out, you do this, you do that. Why you ain't never brought none of this up while the homie was alive? I mean, what was the issue? I'm confused. Just keep it a Google HoNo, huh? That nigga know what's happening.
Hey, check this out,
All my life, like
what it is though.
From my mama house to my daddy house, it was like straight up central.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east.
Like 156 to
what a crib say was cracking.
99th
Blood
Street.
say was cracking. I ain't turning down.
That's how I ended up like
raised by the streets. I'm known from the west
like
to the east.
970, you did.
What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now.
Loaded up like a damn, same bandana, all black head to toe, like a bang Santana. Clan of lantanas on the scanner when it's time to trip. Can I be a Los Angeles loc and a Compton crib? No brain, in-pay magnet, chomping on tracks. First rapper on the map, just ain't bumping on Wacc. Relax and get your whole group beat by boot. By SPI, Boodaroo, and Treetop. True, 1597, fucking with the 400s. Wanna run it in, I'ma let the whole fun it. All on a bitch, boy, break a nigga face. Biggest mistake to think you can ever take a nigga play. See, I came up with some CC riders. Cuz watch your cack at the center divider. Here in Tyler, Pot and Chill. My track, new G-Homies. G, ask the streets about me, I'm a G-Homie.
I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now what's happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now what's
been a
happening.
motherfucker, but I'ma play ball. SPI, AD, fucking with the 400, no bleak. Really in the trenches, but I'm strapped when I do it. And money is the mode, yellow tape, how I rule. That ain't black. West trees, why I do it? So nigga, watch your ass at the center of the vibe. Been getting dope, hella active, can't change ways. Bumping all I know who wanna play games. I'm thinking nobody really catch a body. I don't fuck with these niggas, this be fucking with these niggas. Real street baby, really get it baby. When I show up, I show out. A nigga need a bag, stick a nigga out. Don't slide that video, so who talking? Nigga had to get it, so I'ma tell you how I did it. Who more active? Westside really ride. Bitch niggas
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now what's happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now what's happening.
Really in it, she get ugly at any minute. Hit the club and done security, sneaking and send me in it. One time's coming, we gon' floor. Chevy got to hear me in it. It was cracking in the hood. They would say that 20 did it up. Kill it on these tracks. I know Flo, he got my back. Stocking dollar with the strap. SPI with that big Mac. Look, first a couple stacks. Doubt it, better read the stats. When I'm rapping, it's the truth. Every line I speak is facts. Look, my mama said my homies was a bad look. We was sitting in schools trying to steal a couple MacBooks. I was always that nigga to try to rumble up with it. Put a lot of niggas on their ass.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now what's happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now what's happening.
What's happening? Oh my mama. What's happening? Fresh up off the Politicking EP. Available on all digital platforms. Slim 400, RIP. Compton AD, and that's me. My mama, yeah, HoNo Hunnid, Cassandra Scramble, and Doja, and Takuchi. I feel like that's a perfect combination for camaraderie. Oh, my mama. Birds of a feather flock together, like minds think and live alike. Now, I want to switch it up to something way different. Similar elements do exist in this little story, based on the fact that the individual just named Nature Boy. I wasn't familiar because, but apparently a rapper slash YouTube personality, and then in the most recent years he's been the founder of what has been considered allegedly a cult. Initially entitled the Melon Nation, and now it's entitled I believe the Carbon Nation. And this dude Dexter talking about, yo, Sparta, clear up the Nipsey rumors real quick. Bro, I don't know. I can't clear up no rumors. If you don't know our perspective on the Keyway Chrysler out here, you late. I don't know what you expect me. I don't watch, really, even when I do indulge in porn, I choose to not even watch porn with males in it. And so I've never seen any tapes with neither Nipsey nor Ray J in it. So I could not clear up any rumors in the tape, but just the perspective from what I've already heard, from what seems to be described as two dudes flipping a female, which is not considered gay at all, whether it's my preference to participate in such activity or not, which it isn't. Cuz tried to cast a gay name on it, even though he's promoting the Rainbow Rat and his son is officially gay. He seems to be talking negative down on Nipsey to a man who has experienced plenty gay activity, according to his own testimony. So I just don't understand why he's so interested in what other men do in the bedroom, and why he has been so active in viewing said type footage. You dig a lies. Oh, my mama. But now I'm back to the Nature Boy cat, right? Let me just check it out before I try to get y'all a whole bunch of beating that green now and all that.
3-week investigation. Channel 2 Action News was there as officers took Eligio Bishop into custody. Channel 2's Dave Huddleston live now at DeKalb Police Headquarters. And Dave, Bishop supporters say, look, the group believes in nudity, they believe in nature, and that he's done nothing wrong.
But he's being held behind bars with no bond. It was on March 30th that DeKalb Police got that tip, and we were right there, as you said, George, as the Special Victims Unit raided that home. Channel 2 Action News was right there when dozens of DeKalb officers descended on this brick home in a Decatur cul-de-sac Wednesday night. We saw dozens of officers, detectives, and a tactical team swarm the home on Arbor Chase. Several people were led away in handcuffs and put into squad cars. A nearby neighbor told us this man, Eligio Bishop, runs an online cult called Carbon Nation.
He controls them and do what he says, but like I said, lately it's been turning into abuse from what the neighbors been complaining about from what I hear.
Police would only tell us that Bishop was taken to the DeKalb County Jail on charges of rape, false imprisonment, and sharing sexually explicit content on social media. He's being held without bond. We went by the home Thursday afternoon, and several people who say they are Bishop's disciples came out and talked with me.
Basically, the police raided us on false allegations.
Musa says Bishop is their God, and as a group, they believe in nature, nudity, and kindness. He says those criminal accusations are from a disgruntled former member of the Carbon Nation family.
She's always free to leave. She's saying that she was here on false imprisonment when we have live documentation of us saying, hey, if you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody's forced to stay here.
And Musa's had live documentation because Bishop and Carbon Nation shares their beliefs and teachings on social media. Now, we're still working to find out when he will face a judge for these very serious allegations. Reporting live from DeKalb County, Dave Huddleston, Channel 2 Action News.
On my mama, they going up in the chat room so hard about the Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid, and Nip stuff, it's hard to focus on the story about Nature Boy. Let me put a little nod in my perspective on it. I just think it's way ironic that in a time in America where they just described 50 plus new genders, sexual orientations that this group of adults is becoming under, and this man is becoming under attack, investigation, based upon some type of sexual insinuations in his practices with other adults. Yeah, we two different Americas. Things are so contradictory, and it's so much hypocrisy being practiced. It's crazy to me. The only thing about this story that fucked me up, I did a little more research on it. And apparently, Nature Boy, this is what I said, it's the only element in this story that kind of relates to the other. Nature Boy is a former adult film star that did not only do scenes with females. Apparently there's footage of him on the internet available of him allowing a man to dominate him sexually. And that's the part that makes me wonder how these bad females in this video find themselves, and these men, you know, they consider this dude God, dude. That's crazy that I couldn't imagine God surrendering his masculinity to another man sexually. They call him the Messiah. He's been videotaped with no type of spiritual connection to the individual, just straight sex for pay, lust, no love. Allowed a man to penetrate his genetically designed orifice that was designed to expel. He allowed another man to enter that waste receptacle with his tool of life and combine his life juices with his toxic waste juices. And now he has what appears to be a congregation of intelligent people that perceived him to be the Messiah. If you don't take any lesson from this negative story, you can learn this definitely, that in this world there is no need to settle for situations that you do not desire, because we see that no matter how extreme the scenario that you would like to be in, it apparently is not impossible. You can find people that meet your approval, that typically seem that will be willing to do anything that you desire. You are not alone in this world. Oh, my mama. But they got cuz in jail. I don't know if he actually deserves to be in jail, but it reminds me of, he's in Atlanta, Georgia, right? We know Atlanta's typical reputation. It reminds me of Meek Mill making a tweet or a post a while back about how he had an experience at Atlanta in the evening, sexual orientation, that caused him to feel guilty, dirty, and pledged something to the effect that he would never return to Atlanta under such said circumstances. Just imagine, this is Atlanta, Georgia. If you know about the culture currently amongst our kind in Atlanta when it comes to sexuality, it also blows my mind that a group of grown-ups, whatever their sexual preference is, can be attacked by the law when there's so much liberation being allowed toward people's sexual preferences. So think about this. It's a numbers game. Polygamy and multiple partners, especially when it comes to reproduction, would be an adverse effect to what they are trying to accomplish when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to majority, minority, and all that. So the fact that the law is involved with the man, although in my assertion is not, could definitely not be a God type when he was allowed himself to be manipulated and dominated and his masculinity surrendered to another man in a sexual encounter on camera at that, he can't be what they claim him to be. But I don't see how the law gets involved in this regardless, just because he got a bunch of bad ones that like to walk around naked around him and enjoy and agree what he presents. If we have no say-so in the public school system that teachers can tell your children that I'm not a him or a he, I'm a boy. They got so, boy, I know y'all seeing it. If that's okay, how is whatever he's been accused of illegal other than someone being held against their will? Which, you know, when the technicalities of law, they can make things appear to be one way when they are not. I'm just saying, while we dealing with the same scenarios that everybody, just think about what T.I. and Tiny went through in Atlanta. Well, their scenarios seem to be kind of spread out jurisdiction-wise. But their home base was in Atlanta. And it was similar accusations toward them that's going toward Nature Boy. I can't pass judgment just because I see a media clip or hear anything. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out, though. My mama, in the meantime, in between time, read between the lines.
We read between the lines. We read between the lines. We read between
On the set, could have swore I had covered my bases. Ended up in court, had to fight a couple of cases. Crackers don't care when you come into places. It be written on their faces. Them motherfuckers is racist. Fuck trial, shit tricky, give me the deal. I ain't never seen a real killer beat a pill. Shooter got a brighter future if he got a date. Behind the gate, lot of politics to tolerate. Sitting in the car, finna split a cigar. To my niggas on the yard, send my biggest regards. You don't wanna run it back, we already ran it. You landed fat on his back, cause I'm heavy-handed. Wanna catch another fade, we can follow up. But I ain't waiting all day, niggas squabble up. Gang and anger, got it all bottled up. Gang bangers, whole world follow us. Evil signs you believe, can you see the signs? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the signs? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Niggas clowns need to be in the circus. Putting these buzzers on the turf, they defeating the purpose. The first to return when the enemy serves. Immediately on ease, these weenies be nerve dedicated to a section that didn't deserve us. It turned us into murderers and then it deserted us. Number one lesson I learned in the pen: when you lose your respect, you can't earn it again. Smoke a lot, classified most faded. The local won't be satisfied till all his folks made it. This Cabbage Patch where he caught most of the damage at. Perhaps he know a magic plastic surgeon that can manage that. Ask me, I'm just a product of my habitat. Narcotic habits where they quick to let you have it at. Nigga, homie talking about he need half that. I'm laughing at him as if my little bastard's having that. Evil signs you believe, can you see the signs? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the signs? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Read between the lines, off the Illiterate EP on all digital platforms. Tap in and tap in, tap in and tap out. Real shit, that's all I rap about. On my mama, I just got a text from the homie saying, Heaven, you deleted some of the homies' comments. You done got that gun and got trigger happy. I don't know if you read them fast or didn't quite understand the context. But we got a group text of the homies, and they say you deleted some of their comments. So just a little slower on the trigger, please. Appreciate your enthusiasm. Okay, Eastside Herb up in this thing. We gonna do this. We gonna pin that for my day HoNo. You dig a lot? Yeah, I see y'all was way more. He say LA niggas too open to outsiders and barely fuck with us. We gotta stop fuck with niggas because of their position. Somebody say, Wacc 100 said Big U is the biggest snake you can fool with, and that Big U nephew is on Clubhouse right now declaring a green light on HoNo Hunnid. J-Rock knocked me out, blood. I don't know where or if that was actually said, but if Wacc HoNo Hunnid has been documented saying Big U is a snake, how long up until this date has he been on Big U Nuts? We see how long he rolled Cuz Nuts publicly, verbally, and vocally. Then apparently there was some type of discord in that connection. And now Cuz rises nuts in the sense that he don't got nothing bad to say about him. You got something bad to say about everybody else you don't get along with. But somebody claims that you consider Cuz to be a snake. Sure curious as to why that's not more discussed from you and explain why you feel that way, if you actually feel that way. Oh, my mama. The thing is, for one, I know for sure. Once you was Wacc HoNo Hunnid from Pacoima, Peru, and you allowed yourself to think you mattered for being a dude up under a G nigga from South Central Los Angeles, West Side, Rolling 60 Crip to be exact, neighborhood, and you tried to convince the world that somehow your influence on our area out here was equivalent to what Cuz experience is, what his influence is, what his environment, his land is. You tried to trick the world to think that you represented that. You still even tried to trick Cassandra on that phone call to think whatever you trying to say about neighborhood nip status amongst the 6 O's, as if you are more of anything to LA than he was, which is totally untrue. You digitalize. What you say, Eastside Herb? What's the word? I'm blowing herb. It's 420, so I'm a blow plenty. Guess what? Even when it's when it ain't 420, I still blow 240. What the fuck a few doogies gonna do for me? Oh, my mama. What up, Chili? It's crazy out here, cuz. Right when I think we ain't got nothing to talk about, because, you know, they don't really talk a lot. He get on here and do what he can because the homies ask me something. But HoNo Hunnid keep us with something interesting. Did you see the clip of what Cuz was telling Cassandra Scrambled Thighs about neighborhood Nip the Crip?
No.
All right, check it out. Here we go. We finna run it again for the homie, y'all.
You by his own homeboy, bro. But Nipsey don't give up that. You ain't that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing. You ain't never put the work in.
All right, that was something I wanted to say. He talking about he got killed by his own homeboy. Okay, we saw that. Do you know how many times that has happened in life? Oh, my mama. You know how many LA legendary got by their own homeboy? All that. Like, I don't even want to like that. What do that got to do with it? But think about this. Guess what? Wacc, big brother name is Wacc. His brother got smoked by some niggas Wacc know all about. Pledged all type of revenge and whoop wop wop. Ain't did nothing. Ain't finna do nothing. But he always speaking about another situation. Oh, my mama do like. Check it out though, Chili. Here we go.
You by his own homeboy, bro. But Nipsey don't give up that. You ain't that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing. You ain't never put the work in. Fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude is a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gay shit on him, bro. Also, my mama. We got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga's dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her.
Oh no. Yeah, it was getting juicy, right? But y'all still didn't hit that like button. Go get.
Okay, Chili. The big YouTuber done played Wacc at his own game, cuz. And look what the nigga Wacc. Hey, he describing a Go Davy. You feel me?
Right.
I already told the people, I didn't tell them about the Go Davy, but I just described how that particular activity ain't my taste. I don't get down like that. But I was also telling them it's a whole culture and generation of people who get down like that, have got down like that, used to get down like that, and it's not gay. Even to this day, it's grown people who do swinger things, orgy things, and that's not gay. Cause unless there's something more said to indicate something gay, cuz is trying to assassinate the homie character by saying he did something gay, by flipping something. But the thing I thought about was this. He also said he got secret sex tapes of Kim and Ray J that nobody. He said like he got like a fetish for like celebrity male porn. He like to see men that he is he familiar with engage in intercourse or something like that's like he got like a fetish, like a kinky fetish though, like.
Hey, that he got the world doing just what he wanted to do. He's saying all that BS just so we can put him more out there and talk more about his whole ass.
You know I call cuz I call cuz the keyway Christ. Do you realize after Christ died that they tried to, even though we don't have any actual record of this being factual, factoid, or we don't even know the story is factoid, but within the story, there's no documentation. There's only speculation that sexually the Christ was involved with someone, even though it wasn't homosexual, it was a sexual involvement that is not actually claimed by the actual people that profess this is Christ. Meaning, they try to say that Mary Magdalene, who, according to the scriptures in the traditional story, was just someone he ministered to, he was a friend of, and she was a prostitute. But in the aftermath, they try to say that he was sexually involved with Mary Magdalene. And it just gives me a little more reason to equate cuz to the keyway Christ. Because as the Christ of the keyways, meaning he died in a fashion initially that should free up every crip from having to die in that fashion. If you can't learn a lesson from Nipsey's death as a gangbanger, that your life can be lost at the blink of an eye by the same people you pledge to dedicate your life toward, then you miss the concept of him being the keyway Christ, because the most prominent message about Christ's death to the world is he died in your place. He died so you don't have to. You're not supposed to not sin in order to receive the benefits from his death. Your willingness to not sin is supposed to be in reflection of the fact that he died in your place. So I look at it like, for a lot of reasons, especially personally, I've taken it as an artist, a Crip, a LA native, a personal friend of the keyway Christ. I believe he died in my place because he had no business technically being where he was, discussing the issues he was discussing, giving a fuck about that type of shit at all, based on the level of life he had accomplished. Yet, with all the intelligence he possessed, he was still there doing exactly that. And I believe in a sacrificial fashion, while he was preparing the victory lap, he was showing us what not to do. So that's why the keyway Christ comparison, in so many other ways, I will continue to connect the dots, means so much to me. But here we are. We have this motherfucker who not even from LA at all. He trying to break down a nigga status that's really from 60s. Regardless of where he was in the status of the ladder of the 60s, with the 60s analyzed and considered, cut really from 60s. And here he is from where he from, trying to convince the outside world that what he say about a nigga from 60s matter. But at the same time, you heard in that clip, he trying to say Nipsey ain't never put in no work, as if he knows if that's a fact or not, which is impossible for him to know. However, at the same time, he telling the world Doja is a joint. A nigga who we all know ain't never, ever, 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 ever ever put in no work. And I got real homies.
He covered his granny on his face.
His granny, look, he a nigga so conflicted about his personal identity. He had a tattoo of a butterfly on his face in honor of his grandmother. And because of me and the Bangladeshis movement, he covered that motherfucker up. Hey, shout out to my niggas from Cedar Block, Pyru.
Hey, that's a real battle
Rich
rap.
Red.
Hey, that's real battle rap. What's up with that real battle rap?
That's
bro?
that
Like,
battle rap. That's that URL for real. Hey, 201 area code.
You can't battle and
201 area code. 201 area code. What it do, Lil One?
Yo, what's good?
Everything good. You know, if you've been paying attention, you see what we popping and politicking about. So if you have something of substance to add, you are welcome. What's happening with you? Where you calling from? What's on your mind?
Pardon me, Big Lou. Nah, pardon me, whatever. I was debating with my co the other day because, you know, we was bumping you, whatever. I've been bumping you since the Dysfunctional Family soundtrack.
Eddie Griffin.
In the unit, and we was wondering, like, all right, because all my homies is Crips over here in Jersey. And they was like, yo, Sponsor turned the whole G unit out. Because you had Banks referring to herself as Blue Hefner after you got there. Then you had Yayo on the song with you saying he was Crippin'. And then 50 saying he was Lokin'. But then when you left, they running around here saying Sue Whoop and Sex Money Murder. So I just wanted clarity. Was they really G on the Crips or were they fronting?
All right. Man, first of all, salute from being on the opposite side of the coastal scenario, tapping in, having some over-understanding of the scenario and situation. This is what it was, covered the G Unit Crip. You just happen to be online with the person who actually made G Unit Crip something. And it's not me. It's not me. I did not create G Unit Crip. What happened was, I just happened to be a Crip all my life. And then I got a record deal. And whoever that is humming in there, you're going to have to kick that down, homie. So then I got a record deal. I got a record deal with G Unit, right? So just amongst my immediate circle, without it being anything official, just think about this. Before I met 50, if you know how gangbanging go, at least on the east side, LA, in my section, we 9-7 East Coasters. But through the years, we got little cliques that pop up within the hood, and niggas name themselves certain shit because these are niggas who I kick it with. So I'm from 9-7 East Coast. But through the years, we done had, within the pocket of the homies, certain niggas call themselves the Head Buster Clique. We had niggas that call themselves Sin Crip. Then we got niggas that grew up on the 9-5 side. They like, we the 9-5 block. I'm from 99th Street. We like the 9-9 block. It's little pockets of separation even within the hood. There was a certain group, just for fun, within my neighborhood that called themselves the G Unit. Before I met 50, I was not a G Unit fan, was very vaguely even familiar or aware with what they represented to the world. So, but it was some homies in my hood, just because they was popular, that the clique who they was, they called themselves G Unit. So whatever, that's whatever. It didn't impress me, didn't think much about it, but the fact of the matter is, they called themselves G Unit. So just by chance, I actually meet the G Unit, and I become not only professionally affiliated with them, but I bonded with them on some bro, homie, the whole scenario. It was locked in behind scenes. I can't explain why I look like I'm the only one that took it serious in the long run, but I'm going to keep it a Google behind scenes. Trust me, y'all know me. Think about how I stepped to the table. It was all locked in. I thought it was all locked in. That whatever. However, just think about it. While we moving around, it's whatever. It's a little like hip-hop battle type shit going on, all that. I'm from a real reputable area in Los Angeles. Now, I realize as I'm going public and having conflict verbally on Wacc with other MCs from other local areas, I'm very responsible not to over-implicate or include my actual gang affiliation, because that's goofy. I would never want to be on Wacc saying things that would trigger actual gang violence based on. So what I did, I just kept my hood out of it, and I was rapping. And one day I was on 97th Street, And one of my little homies, who not even from 97 East Coast, but he my little homie, he was born on 97th Street and raised on 97th Street, but he started his own shit with his partners a little bit down the way. He from 97 Young Niggas. However, he my bro. He was with me and my whole G Unit movement, and amongst our circle, just because we crippin' and we banging G Unit, it was just a word. G Unit Crip, G Unit Crip. I remember one of my rap books at the time, I had G Unit Crip written on it. And I remember Eastside Herb, who on the phone right now, I remember getting out of my truck one day on 97, we caravanning, gang of homies, having conversations, and Cub pulled me to the side, thizzing, loaded, little. He like, so what's up, Cub? What is it? Is G Unit Crip or what? I'm like, fuck it, G-U-C, Cub, G. Am I lying, Herb? Am I lying, Herb?
Oh, he died. Hey.
It was just one.
Hey,
It was one little moment. One little moment like that. I'm like, fuck it, G Unit Crip. And my mind, it's like, now I'm a Crip. I'm from G Unit. I don't understand why it's so hard to make the connection. Like, it just was simple. But I was trying to make an innocent, unintimidated presence industry-wise. I ain't gonna lie, I took notes from DPGC. As much as that was good enough for music, nobody in LA really ever thought there was a such thing as DPGC to the point where it was on the gang map. But niggas understood, niggas was rapping and banging that for the rap. So niggas know where I'm from. Ain't no way for me to put no extras on it, make it bigger than it is. All I can do by making myself the East Coast Crip rapper is lessen what my actual neighborhood is. I'm never coming as that. That just happens to be part of my facts. Yeah. So when it came to rap and now we banging and we riding and we clicking up, it can't be the East Coast Crips. It's we from G Unit and we cripping. And now, bam, that's just how that came. It wasn't official, but I'm gonna tell you this. I remember after we started saying it and running with it, 50 either flew to New York, flew to LA, or I flew to New York. And I remember initially bumping into him that first day. And I remember at one point when the first thing out of his mouth was, and he was referring to the police. He was like, "Hey, yo, B, they believe you with that G Unit Crip shit." I'm like, "Yeah." And then he went on to tell me how the hip hop police, the gang task, the gang unit was going through the barbershops, all the mixtape spots, and I had a DVD out at the time called Bangadocious, and they was like taking all the copies of my footage off the shelf everywhere they found it, and he explained that to me. And if I have a good recollection, without me really realizing at the moment, when I look back, and amongst other things, I can see perhaps that's where this started to happen. Although, as verbal as I am, as far as y'all seeing my vocabulary kind of like defies the image I have, right? It's simple and it's
a little expensive, know what I mean?
It seems to be. But look, until the time I met 50, I had never heard or realized I heard or was aware of the phrase, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. I know how common it is right now, but I learned that directly from Cuz. And this is things that he described about how he felt about dealing with me, being aware of the implications that come along with it. He described to me, he was like, when I see myself again, I get extremely excited. He was like, first of all, I was an individual on the East Coast who was hated by all my peers to the point where somebody from the West had to put me on. And then he perceived me to be similar. And then he described it. Yeah, you feel me? He was like, now he was going to be basically the Dr. Dre in my life. But yet and still, without him being able to pinpoint anything I've actually done, it didn't fall through. So, I accepted it for whatever it was because I saw a lot what he was going through. However, when he took it upon himself to go public and describe the fact that it didn't go through is because I didn't deliver, that's when I became more vocal about describing what actually took place. You dig it, lies? But yeah, that's where the G Unit Crip came from. To me, when it comes to rapping and gangbanging, it's corny. But I realized I was in an environment considered gangster rap. So if I'm gonna present myself as who I am, it's gonna have to be a combination of two things I actually am. I was a Crip. When I say East Coast Crip, that involves a whole nation of niggas that I was not willing to do for no rap shit. So I presented myself as who I was, a Crip and a nigga that's pushing G Unit. So there you got it. And because Eastside Herb decided to present me with that proposition, we was G Unit Crippin'. And I remember, I don't know if you're familiar with a group called the Young Hogs, but it was a nigga named TJ Santana. Rest in peace, Nutso from Westside Nutty. But they had a group. There was a few more homies. Taboo from 6 Deuce East Coast, my homie too, was in the group before he was really from the hood. But they had a group called the Young Hogs that was kind of popping out here. They was up under Dub C, signed to Mac 10. They was one of the independent groups back in the day that was popping. But once me and Doja got to beefing, I never meant to say that. Once we got to battling, and we was moving around in LA, right? This nigga, Young Shane was from the Young Hogs too, and Killer. But anyway, this nigga TJ Santana motivated these niggas, cause I think Nutso had already passed. I want to believe that, cause I don't think Nutso would have got on no goofy ass song like that. But anyway, this nigga TJ Santana did a song talking about, all I can remember, the hook was like, dearly depart, look what y'all started. I don't want to be dearly depart. Some bullshit, like some old We Are the World type sad shit. A song about me and Doja battle. And he had a fucking outro at the end where he was just talking. And this is what he said at the outro. He was like, man, gang, Spider, both of y'all bigger than me. So I don't care if y'all see me, y'all want to beat me up, go ahead, beat me up. Now, mind you, this a nigga I know from the time he spent in Wacc, in the new homes and around the Gray Streets. He used to getting robbed, violated, car burnt up, beat up, all type of shit. So he invite us, if we want to beat him up for what he got to say on his song, go ahead and beat me up. But he also described a time that made him so perplexed and disturbed that he was walking around the club and he said, I couldn't believe it. I seen a nigga walking around the club, Mac Dog, and niggas talking about G Unit Crip, G Unit Crip, G Unit Crip. He just don't know, like, yeah, it used to be niggas with us from Compton Crip, LA 40s, East Coast, all type of different Compton Crips, all type of different LA Crips. We in a function, and instead of pushing where we from, I don't care how reputable a section you was from in LA, we know how goofy G Unit Crip is, right? We know that's corny as fuck. But we could be anywhere. A nigga who getting at us could be, because we not out here looking for no trouble, first of all. So we moving and pushing, coming to handle business. So if a nigga bang on us, we feel real confident banging G Unit Crip, G Unit Crip. Now, if the nigga next to me is Young Flo from Lantana, rest in peace, my low. Now, I ain't gotta say East Coast, Lantana. Whoever banged on this G Unit Crip, in your mind, you don't know where we actually from, but you know we from out here. You know the energy, you know the confidence, and we together, and that's the umbrella. I remember niggas used to see us and be like, when they hear us say G Unit Crip, they used to look like, what the fuck? And we still used to bang it like that. But it was all in fun, to keep it honest. We never really meant G Unit Crip. We met G Unit. Yeah. We met G Unit, and we met and we met Crip. We met both of them, but we never really met G Unit Crip. That was just like something to say.
Because was 50 Banks and all them, was they Crip? Because I remember that song that you did on Yayo album, It Is What It Is. Yayo started off his verse, I'm crippin', everyday toting in Jamaica.
No, he said gripping. Just think about everyday toting and gripping. Doesn't that mean the same exact thing? Think about it.
Yeah, it's crazy because when you look at the lyrics on the Apple Music, because we've debated this, because I'm a fireman.
It's gripping.
We in the firehouse, we chopping it up, we hip hop heads. So I was like, yeah, he did kind of say that, because when you look at the lyrics on the Apple Music, it says I'm crippin'.
Wait, you from Jersey?
Yeah, Jersey.
And you say you on your block. This is a debate that you and your boys done engaged in, right?
He a fireman. So what?
Hey, you know what? This is a debate you and your boys just had right there on your block, right?
Yeah, no, we had it in the firehouse. because a lot of my boys, they Crips or whatever, and they from out here. But the thing was, we sit there, you know, we here for 24 hours, so we listen to rap, we working out, we BSing. So we talk about, like, all types of hip-hop from West Coast, because when I grew up, the West was on top, with deep cover, all of that, you feel me, in the 90s. So with that, it was like, oh, debating whether or not 50 was blood, is he Crip. I'm like, well, I listen to Spider Show. I've been subscribing to your page for a minute now. And I'm like, if anybody would know, he would know. So I'm like, they said it was you and the Crip. Then when 50 first came out, he screamed all this blood stuff.
Let me tell you this.
LA,
When I met 50, shortly upon meeting him, he kind of like made this statement. It was real early on. He said, like, yeah, you Crip. And he was like, when he referred to Doja, the bitch boy, a.k.a. Jayceon Taylor, the rapper named The Game, he was like, and he kind of like just turned his nose up, like describing the red side, like he's more fond of the C. And remember, you see how long
exactly,
and you see his connection with Snoop. So he never claimed Crip or tried to claim Crip. Yayo at one point.
But he always associated with that.
Yayo at one point used to like try to get me to teach him how to throw up certain signs on the bus, and he would say and try to learn the lingo. But just remember, his road dog that he brought around, his Brody, was young Lodi Black, rest in peace. They was super banged out with blood. So what happened even with young Trav was around us before he actually started banging Damu. So we was just kind of a part of their education and introduction to what they really learned LA to be. Now, I don't think Yayo, 50, Banks never really decided to affiliate with no type of gang shit. But Buck Jenner definitely allowed me to turn him out. Cub was claiming my hood, 9-7 East Coast. He'd have been to the set and all that. So Buck fell for it. Then he went, but he was already trying to gangbang. Outside of that, I can't put no gangbanging on nobody else over there. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, because when he was signed to Jam Master Jay and all them, you look at the nigga behind the music, we was debating that too. And my man's brought it up on the YouTube. He was wearing a blue bandana. He had the baby blue bandana.
Who was that?
50.
Oh, well, yeah, like I'm telling you, he may have had a fondness or a preference as far as his affiliation, what he felt more comfortable associating with. You dig a lies. Plus, just think about it, Snoop Dogg. And it's never been no not 50 Snoop Dogg. That's all DP. He was the G. Remember, it was the, what was it?
DPG unit.
DPG unit. So all that. So the Crippin' was what he was familiar with and what he was fond of. Hold on one second. 865 area code. I appreciate your patience, partner. Politic with me and my peeps, please. 865. All right, 865. You out of here. It's you on here. It's still me and you. Eastside Herb. Blue Jay. You been patient. I know you dying to say something. Blue Jay? Well, hey. New Jersey Drive is back on you. Eastside Herb, what's happening?
Yo, look, quick question.
I mean, y'all can figure it out. I don't know who really want to say what they want to say or who gonna go first. Y'all could be humble, offer one.
I just wanted to ask, what's good with this dude Wacc to the point where, like, out there, like, he untouchable? Like, I know everybody keeps saying he from the valley, he not really from out there, but I'm like, he just a little too disrespectful for his own good. And
he always talking about who ain't put in no work. His brother Zach got smoked. Cub supposed to put in work for Zach. He ain't did nothing for Zach. That's whack. Cuz it's just think about it, cuz. Just think about it, cuz. We talking about somebody who has established himself on the media side of things. The media side, the metaverse. He is whack in the metaverse. You don't hear any accounts of him having any type of encounters that solidifies this type of status on the actual streets of Los Angeles. That has not happened. Don't get it confused. He is an actual character of dominance within the metaverse only. Not within this reality of the matrix that we living out here in La La Land. He does not exist. So, y'all looking at the
That was a hot
metaverse.
song too, La La Land. I fuck with that.
Good look.
He
Matter of
playing
fact,
that game. He playing that game. Couldn't tell on the donkey.
yeah, he
That's
playing.
what
He living in a virtual reality. He's living a VR experience. He has the world that only can really understand what's going on through a virtual concept, and now he has inserted himself in that scenario as something that matters. And this is the metaverse. The actual elements that affect reality aren't real in the metaverse. All the niggas that really know what Wacc is all about, if they care and if it mattered, they'll be in the metaverse knocking him down. But the things that he has violated, they don't take place in the metaverse. They only take place in reality, and that's what he avoids. He avoids the environments of the actual elements that he has violated. And he has an audience that perceives him and judges him from his performance within the metaverse. And y'all just gotta realize the metamorphosis of the metaverse. You digitalize, you can do that. He metaversity. Look, I'm Baby Spider from the set, right? If I had the backwards confidence to get on the internet and just lie about niggas like me, I would be way more popular than Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid. That's easy. Wacc actually came out on the internet and gave a whole depiction of an incident that a lot of people were there to witness that I wasn't. Not only did he place me there, he fabricated an entire conversation that he and I never had. Do you digitalize? So like,
yeah, I remember that.
if I can even find it within my genetic makeup to be that goofy, do you know how? If that's something that, oh my God, I would never lie on Nan. On Crip, I'd never lie on Nan, nigga, on my mama. You digitalize LAJ?
I digitalize Spotted Low. Top to the top, Love One.
Tip top.
Tap in on this Wacc 100 situation.
No. You know what? I done gave you too many passes. You too regular around here. Cuz name is Wacc HoNo or Wacc No Hunnid. He ain't no Wacc 100. Fuck her.
Wacc No Hunnid, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wacc No Hunnid, homie. He out here moving foul, homie.
Super.
You know, because what they gonna what's Nipsey people gonna do about that?
You can't look. This is what we doing. Look, bro. 201, homie. You cannot invite us into the metaverse battle. The metaverse battle is being recorded at real time. We don't do what the goofballs do. Don't even insinuate a question what nobody people gonna do. All I want to do is bring everybody attention to that. You see what HoNo Hunnid said? Cuz got smoked by his homie. All right, whatever. So what? Jesus got killed by the Jews, his own homies. Whatever. All right. Past that part, guess what? Whoever was allegedly accused of taking the Keyway Christ's life had been on the run for a certain period of time. He eventually turned himself in. While he was on the run and hiding, before he turned himself in a very short period of time, multiple family members of his found themselves deceased. All I can do is, recall history. So it's chess, not checkers. You cannot be amongst the members of the metaverse irritated, anxious, and try to vocalize and try to push the buttons and think you're going to make one of the most notorious situations known to our environment react to what the public think. That ain't what it's about, bro. That ain't what it's about. It ain't never been about that.
I got one more question before I go. I hate to talk your ear off like this, but it's like my first chance I get to call in and actually talk. But what's it gonna take for you and Bosco to squash whatever beef? Because real talk, I think y'all make a poppin' or a cracking podcast. I think that y'all two together feeding off each other with a moderator or something like that would be money. That's just me.
Check me out. I don't got no beef with anyone breathing. No beef at all. So the actual miscommunication and lack of respect that exists between Bosco and myself was only motivated about the fact that he took it upon himself to be disrespectful toward me without any provoking from my side. I had no interest in being disrespectful toward him. I know a lot about him to actually consider disrespectful, but that wasn't my interest. I wasn't tripping on that. Cuz got to speaking on my name loosely, so I engaged and responded. So the only thing it would take is for any man to step up to his manhood and take us back to the day it got wrong and address it appropriately and accordingly. I ain't hold no grudges. I ain't got no beef with nobody. Cuz jumped out of pocket speaking on the low. I ain't had nothing to say about Bosco. So when he first started, he called it being innocent and he made slight jokes. I responded to those jokes in a formidable fashion, no hate. I took it on the chin like a G. Then he just continued, and he continued to be more progressively disrespectful in his addressing of my character, which I didn't appreciate. So therefore, I have a lack of understanding, a lack of respect for Cuz. If Cuz took it upon himself to be a man and discuss these issues and realize the error of his ways, I am man enough to meet any man where they actually decide to be a man.
I respect that. And I appreciate your time, too. Be blessed. God bless. Remain safe. Much love to all y'all, all right?
Hey, between me and you, about it might have been like 3-4 years ago. My nigga Eastside Herb that's on the line right now, right? He from Young Niggas.
Yeah.
He got a homie named Scrap from Young Niggas who was with me and Herb one day just randomly. And he like, man, it's like 3 or 4 years ago. It's what he said. He said, man, you and Bosco should do a podcast together. The bullshit had already been in the air, just like you suggested. It was already negativity publicly between me and Bosco. If stop me as soon as I tell, hey Chili, as soon as I tell a lie, stop me, all right? All right, so the homie Scrap from Young, he like, I be fucking with Bosco. I talk to him all the time. Y'all should do a podcast. That should have worked. He like, would you do it? I'm like, look, I'd do it, but if you got to get at Cuz, I don't want him to be aware that I'm already interested or I agree. If he willing, then it's something I would be willing to explore. But I don't want Cuz to think that I'm over here.
You need him.
Okay, bam.
Yeah.
So what Scrap did at that moment was he DM'd Bosco on this level. Hey, yo, whoop, my nigga. I was just thinking, it'd be a good idea if you and Spider was to do what. Cuz response to the homie Scrap was, I feel you, but this is my schedule, this is my itinerary. I'm booked up. I'm finna do this podcast. I'm finna do that, and that. And that was the end of it. So that thought in my mind has been a thought in my mind before. A homie of mine kind of like triggered it. I explored it to that extent, and that's what happened. And Cuz, for whatever reason, he prefers to just be publicly disrespectful toward me. Even though, just think about this, y'all. Cuz been on the phone, arguing, doing whatever, after he got beat up by Rosemo, being disrespected and being disrespectful to other individuals for years. I used to have a nigga in my studio, Payback, on a regular basis, rest in peace, who was my artist, who used to engage in this public back and forth with Bosco, being disrespectful about him. I never got into it, my nigga. I never, ever had any desire of having a conflict or directing any disrespect toward that dude. It all came from him toward me. So it's gonna be on him to make it be a different energy. Because I never had an interest in having this energy in the first place.
Man, sure, it is what it is.
It always, it always.
Now I understand, like,
yeah, and it like, he kind of like, for the general public, he get the pass like, okay, Cuz talk shit about everybody. But he kind of like took the appropriate route initially when I started doing this and just kind of joke. He said I smoke small blunts. Ha, 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 ha. Then I had I had passed.
I remember that.
Yeah, I passed. I got a deal with some people. I got a check. I had invested in this new marijuana movement I had a lot of weed around. I took the fun in it, posted a picture of the big pounds, told Cuz, let's smoke one. He tapped in via social media like it was going to be cordial. And then from that point on, it would be another moment where he would use his public platform to be just unnecessarily disrespectful toward me. And that's extremely difficult to tolerate. It's extremely difficult to tolerate for someone such as myself.
I feel that.
I understand.
But yo,
understand that.
But yo, look, I'm about to roll out right now. So y'all be safe and be blessed, all right?
And we appreciate you putting in with your input. On my mama. Keep it Easty. Keep it a Google. Eastside Herb, Blue J, LAJ. It's real near radio in that real familiar way. I'm just going to kick cack, see what y'all got to say. That's how we going to do it today. Yay, 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 yay.
Can I speak on that real quick, big brother?
Yeah, go ahead, Blue Jay. You've been waiting the longest.
Man, Nip, one of the greatest people. I'm in my mid-40s. My whole life, outside of Tupac, DMX, that had those lyrics that was heartfelt. Spider Lokes, Most Easty. Just certain ones that was made to give us some guidance, and he was one of them. So I ain't trying to preach, and I ain't trying to lecture. I'm just saying that, somebody speaking on him, that just showed the character of that individual, because, it just, like, the Bible, Spider Loke, you had Barabbas and you had Christ. A lot of people wanted Barabbas.
When Wacc choose Doja and Takuchi over Nip, it's like saying, give us Barabbas.
Right.
Give us Barabbas. We'll take
That's
Barabbas.
That's all. Thank you. So but that just the world we living in, bro. You got real ones and you got them, and you got them that got bread too. You got them that got a platform. You got them to do this and do that. But shoot, we're the real ones, so we're gonna keep pushing this line. We're gonna say CIP, Nip, SIP, Nip. We love you, big bro. King Ernest, Joseph Escadon. We love you, your family, all money in. So, and shout out to Spider Loke, Most Easty, spending time with you, being able to commune with you, have a communion settings and conversate. So I want to give a shout out to Spider Loke and the Black Box, Real Near Radio, and shout out to everybody, all my loved ones out there in the town, and much love. And this is Black Box all day. So I'm going to leave it at that, big brother.
The riot shit. He called the riot.
Today, man, in the South. The Crips started 50 years ago.
Almost probably why they made him that. They neutralized Ice-T. Them niggas was on some political shit at one point, and it was like popular. All right.
It's only one way y'all gonna win. You ain't gonna be that way. You better stop.
In the aquarium. When the people that run the aquarium come get at you, what you gonna do? So everybody ain't willing to drown.
You want this Friday to work?
Ain't all them other ones out there?
Yeah, we gonna make
sure. I don't think it was that direct. I think he just smelt the change in the air, like, okay.
And he was smart enough to go with it.
He like, I'm next in the future.
Yeah, he like, I'm out of love, I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna go this way. Just like,
motherfucker don't like you right now, G.
Them CDs still on the shelf.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to tap into the message, it's still there. It's there. So you gotta get cracked.
It's the big old deal, man. You don't mind the camera right now, what?
Gadgets, huh?
Oh yeah, I stay with something popping, man. You already know. You'll be in something with this footage, trust me.
All right.
I got you.
Thank you. No problem.
of who we are today, man, in the South. The Crips started 50 years ago. You fast forward to 2020, man, you got niggas dying and killing down here behind Grape Street, behind Hoover Street, and they ain't never been, and they ain't never going, and they ain't never seen it. But they'll kill you behind it. They die represented. They hurt their mamas for it. They abandon their children to represent. You see what I'm saying? So Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. Y'all gave us these images.
Them G's don't play, out la la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. Your best come deep, cause you can lose your life in la la land.
Royal blue Dodger hat matched with the blue ring. Royal blue Chuck T's with big blue shoestrings. Not the hockey team, no, we the true kings. Infrared carbine, that's how we do things. Most of these niggas smoke la la, man. You can call this law scandalous a la la land. The home of Tookie, OJ and O'Shea. Think it's for play out here, nigga, okay. The G is over all, y'all just like to hate. And we know dating's old, but we just like to skate. We stay flossing from Carson to Slauson. The grass is greener from here to Pasadena. It's Southern California, but it's still gon' rain. Big bullets get wet and I feel your pain. We love to set, that's all we got out here. It's so cold in these streets that it's hot out here.
Them G's don't play, out la la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock.
Damn, shout out to my nigga Lil Doc from 69th Street, 697. I don't know if y'all familiar with the saga that the homie went through recently. Lil Doc Thon is one of my G homies from the landscape that has been incarcerated by the feds. The feds, Takuchi, Wacc, HoNo, Hunnid, and anybody that support anybody that has ever helped the feds take anything down that was coming from our culture, right? Fuck all that. But anyway, my homie Doc is a nigga that been around, whatever, right? Been around, right? From the set, right? He from the 6-pack, right? Anyway, but he caught a case recently, high power racketeering, Rico, gangbang, all that old shit. I find it extremely ironic. He fell into this predicament shortly after being at the forefront of a major gang truce that helped cease a lot of bloodshed that had been taking place on the east side of South Central, culturally between some black and Hispanic groups in particular for multiple decades, actually. He also at that time was making connections with the Muslims and moving around industry-wise and allowing his experience and his new projection of positivity to help him to become a factor behind the scenes in the industry. And I used to bump into the homie quite a few times behind the scenes, and we used to celebrate the fact that we both found the motivation to do things more positive with our life. Right at the time he was embarking upon such endeavors, he was charged by the feds with some very, 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 very serious charges, and we first covered it only because what you realize, I do not cover gang activity as far as what's affiliated with my situation and my scenario and my section on this platform is not what I do. However, from time to time, certain things become viral without my assistance, and then I do add my perspective accordingly. So we spoke on the fact that the homie Doc had been arrested under these charges based on the fact that it was a viral story already. And it's just ironic that as this case progressed, there was details circulating not only online but amongst homies through phones. These different clips that was documenting the progression of his trial was ending up online in official reports, and then of course it was circulating through the streets. And the most ironic thing to find through it all, cause the people you know, cause niggas that you deem reputable, names you familiar with, faces that you are extremely comfortable around, people that you in particular will be comfortable being felonious in front of. And I just want to clarify the word felonious. A lot of people think the word felonious indicates that you are not official or you on some foo-foo or some bullshit. Oh, you felonious. Actually, the word felonious, the root word is felony. So anything felonious is of the nature of a felony. So these are individuals that you would be comfortable being felonious around. They know everything that our institution is established upon from day one to day now, and they are comfortable putting their whole reputation out here on the line and getting on the stand. Not only are they getting on the stand where everything they're saying is being recorded, there are actual members of our environment present in the court watching them get up and give statements against the homie. I hate the corny phrase of free so-and-so, because we have little control over that. But I'm going to still holler out free Lil Doc. Freeing him or not, I still give him all the positive energy toward cuz I possibly can. Just really empathizing with his plight and realizing he could have been me. EC.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole and tanked the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low foe, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9 cell, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work, did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 Big Spot and Lil Spotter both got an Ezel. Tiny Spotter got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bowed down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 EC.
EC. Available on all digital platforms. Produced by JP Banks. That's by the locomost EC on the bars. My boy Chemical 247 say I need more Baymax gear. If you look at the screen, rotating at the bottom, you will see BaymaxStreetwear.com. That is the official location to grab you some gear. You digalize. What it do? Real near.
Chili.
What up, Chili?
Hey, I want to give a big shout out, a big 420 shout out to my queen, my only girl, Miss Imani Lachey. Happy birthday, buddy.
You know what? You being the #1 bachelor in the black box, right? You threw me off when you said my queen, shout out 420 queen. I thought a grown woman. I'm like, what the And then you went to Nisi Poo. I forgot she was born on 420. I love you, Tink Tink. Happy birthday, baby. Hey, dude, she got her own Cash App because I gotta make sure she get it. I want to go. Cause I know Pops might. Hey, look. Matter of fact, how old she turned today? 11.
Yeah, 11.
All right, look. Post where people can get at her at, even if it's your Cash App or anything. I'm gonna pin it in the chat room and see if we can't get a change for Nisi Poo on her 11th birthday. Get some change up for her.
Oh man, the realest of the realest, man. You know, and I just was doing a shout out, and then look what Chili do.
No, I love my niece.
So
I love she love her uncle. I ain't even finna go deep and let them know, like, you feel me? As big as Uncle Dad's around the world unite. Put somewhere in the chat room where we can break bread with her, and then I'm gonna do it, and I'm motivating the Google gang and all those that's could follow my lead. I wish, matter of fact, once I do mine, I at least screenshot it, show y'all, and then we can bless my niece. So put somewhere in there, chat room, so I can pin it up where we can break bread with her. I love you, Nee. Hey, Tink Tink. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Niecy Tink Tink. Happy birthday to you. I love you, baby girl. I hope you have a good. I hope you have a good birthday with your daddy. Is your brother is your brother there too? Is your brother there?
He on the FaceTime, Chili.
Oh, FaceTime. Okay, say less. Say less.
Got on the FaceTime.
Chili, put this shit in the chat room, Chili.
I'm just over here smiling, Chili. I'm gonna do it right now.
Hey, y'all don't understand.
We all smiling.
What's Tink Tink?
Y'all just don't know, man. I love my baby, man. Y'all just don't know, man.
No, y'all don't.
It's a deep world out here,
Hey, Tink Tink, hey, Chili, if you want to share anything other than that, it's on you.
You know, my daughter, she's very special. You know, MLD 13 is something that she was born, something that she has overcame, you know, something that she's still fighting, you know, but she my queen. Y'all just don't even know, man.
Love you, Tink Tink.
I do what I do for her and my other needs, man. You know, but when she came aboard, you know, she 11 today, but when she came aboard, it just changed your boy. You know, it took me from what I was to what I am now.
Hey,
She's
man.
one of the main pushes, you know, for the people out there. Just letting y'all know, man.
She maintains a happiness that you and I typically are not responsible enough to maintain. We're not grateful enough to maintain the amount of happiness that she maintains. And y'all don't understand, her challenges in life exceed ours so fucking far. It just reminds us why we dedicate ourselves to an attitude of gratitude and why we push GITA. Gratitude is the attitude. You got to be thankful for what you have. The things we take for granted, it's people who are not even blessed with those things, and they're still more appreciative of their just being here than we are. So a lot of times our loved ones and their plight gives us the opportunity to put our actual situation into perspective And we gotta remember to do that, man. I love you, broski, and I love Nisi Poo. And I want y'all to know too. I know this might look like a black T-shirt, but this is blue. It's navy. Oh my mama. Totally off the subject though. You dig her lies? Hey, she was born on 420. That's hard. I'll never forget that again.
You know what I know?
What's that?
I'm in a wheelchair, homie. You know what I mean? And I still represent Jeter though. You know, I represent Jeter to the fullest.
Talk to us.
Because sometimes we be. I just posted here.
You just hey look. Hey, I'm sorry. One second, Blue Jay. One second, Blue Jay. Hey y'all, that's my. Hey look, that's my niece Cash App right there. Sequan S $ Equan 97 $EQUA the number 97. That's my daughter. I mean, that's my niece. She like my daughter in my heart. I love her like that. That's her Cash App. It's her birthday today. She turned 11 years old. She is very extremely special as far as she's happier than you and I, but her life is far more challenged based on birth, not on decisions she's made. And she's a beautiful soul, and I want y'all to be able to help follow me in making her birthday special. I'm finna do my part right now. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. She only 11, so I ain't finna act all extra out or nothing. Right. You feel me? But she only 11.
Hey, Chili. Hey, Tink. What, you know what her favorite story is, bro?
Tell us, Chili.
Every time I go get her, when she call me, she FaceTime me every morning. You know, put that smile on my face. You know, her favorite store is Target. So every time I grab my daughter, I have to go to Target, and we go to this certain area, and she gets these certain babies, bro. So yeah, her favorite store is Target, man. For the people.
Well, how much the babies?
They like some little infant, the little babies. They like little babies. They the same little babies, Chili. I be trying to get her to get the Barbies and get the other little Barbies with the little clothes and all this. She just want to get the little bald head, little infant, little babies. She got about 40 of them, Chili. You feel me?
How much they cost?
Oh, Chili, I just be grabbing them, Chili.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out.
Like $22.
Oh, so okay. Hey, look. Hey, Tink. That's 2 babies on I just got you 2 babies for your birthday, baby. Get you 2 of them.
Your uncle said he gonna buy you 2. He got you 2 babies from Target. He sent me the money, baby.
Now look, Blue Jay say he just did here. So look at your Cash App, Chili, and see if you see the anybody else helping out participating.
That part. Oh man, that's a blessing over here.
Amen.
Black box.
Amen.
Black box.
Right on, niece Pooh.
Huh? I work so hard. You know, we work so hard at what we do. We always reach in. So I appreciate the fact that a cat ain't even reaching out and it's coming in. I really appreciate it.
Look. Right now where you are, you at home. And your daughter gotta feel at home on her birthday where you are. So you at home and your daughter at home, it's her birthday, it's say less type shit. Anybody really fuck with us that don't fuck with that, I don't care if it's $5. If you ain't got 5, you got 2, that's cool. But $5 and up, break bread.
Super cool.
Look, her daddy do not need the dollars. It ain't no scam. I don't need them. Every dollar donated plus some gonna be spent directly on her, on what she wants to have. It ain't. Hey, you got a picture you can send me real quick? I'll put her up here if you want me to post a picture, Chili. Send it to my phone.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it right now.
Oh my mama.
Hey, cuz it's an honor and a blessing to be a part of the Black Box. You know where love is being shown and people keep it Google. You know, facts over feelings. So whoever get in their feelings of what we talk about or what Spider Low talk about, that's something internal that y'all gotta deal with. But I want to say shout out to baby girl, happy birthday, happy C-Day, much love. I sent mine in. I hope everybody send theirs in. Hit that Cash App, baby. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. You know, we love the babies. It's $60 over here. I'ma just, you feel me?
I
appreciate it. You know?
Hey, easy call. Look, I just want y'all to know the appreciation you hearing my brother express has nothing to do with his desire or need for $60 at all. It has nothing to do with the actual amount of the money. He just letting y'all know as it come through. The actual appreciation is the energy directed toward a stranger that you don't know, just under understanding the situation and just being human enough to feel compelled to show compassion. Nigga don't need nothing. All our babies got everything they need. But to see that the community can just randomly realize a scenario where support would be appreciated and then apply themselves, this is what caused us to be an appreciation of gratitude, and we appreciate it. That's why we push Uncle Dad. Uncle Dad is a nonprofit organization that my brother and Herb are involved in. He is the founder, the CEO. He made me the treasurer of the organization. And we do small things at the moment to affect the lives of different people in our communities who have not had the privilege of being raised under the actual direction and influence of their birth father or a sufficient father figure like a stepfather. We try to step in the gap. We are not large enough to do a wide scale, massive approach at the time, so we handpick certain individuals that we can mentor and help to get on the right track. And that's what the Uncle Dad concept is all about. And that's why I tell you, I feel like not only Tink Tink is my niece, she's my daughter. It's not hard for me to get the two concepts confused. Love you, broski. On my mama.
Hey, love you more, bro. You already know I sent the flick in. It's another $12, Gregory. You feel me? So it's very appreciative, bro.
Hey, welcome Gregory to the Blue Wrench Mob. That's a homie. I just know from his commenting on a regular basis that he from the section. He the one who motivated me or reminded me to mention the homie Young Doc today. And he's our newest moderator. We got 3 today, 3 new moderators today, but he's the latest. So Greg Foster, that's the homie. I know he from the set. I could tell he from the set. So much love to you. I appreciate you being around, the support. Help us regulate all this goofy. Help us regulate all this goofy shit around here. Hey, LAJ, what's on your mind?
Shout out Lil Doc. I seen Lil Doc on well, I ain't gonna mention it. Well, I mentioned it. You already broke it down where where you and Alex got issues, but I seen Lil Doc over there on Alex's channel, and Lil Doc kept it one. Shout out Lil Doc, free Lil Doc. Now that you mention it, Lil Doc kept it 1,000, homie, on that interview, on everything he went through.
When you said
free Lil Doc.
When you said he kept everything 100 on the interview, can you give us some type of idea of the different things he was discussing?
He talked about being shot. He talked about just surviving in LA, homie. And if you're from LA, you can, even if you don't gang bang, you can understand and what he was talking about in terms of growing up in LA, the dangers you face, even if you don't gang bang as a black man from the LAPD, from the system. He just broke it down, homie.
Let me share a story. Let me share a story about Lil Doc and just me personally, my experience with him being shot. For those that don't know, him being shot left him partially paralyzed. And the best way I can describe it,
he battled back from that.
The best way I can describe it is he had a leg that he dragged along from the time he got shot. He had a leg that was apparently dead, and it didn't quite respond like the rest of our legs. And when he walked, the way it looked like he walked, like he'd take a regular step, and he was dragging the second leg along. So he stood about right here to me. So what you hear about this dude, when you hear about in comparison to like a Suge Knight or a Big U, both those individuals stood like what you hear about. Lil Doc was a little dude with a leg that looked like what you would consider him handicapped. But I can recall through the G Unit days, it was one time when the homies had a football game. It was like First Street to 6ix9ine, or First Street to 6ix9ine versus 7-6 to 190. football game. They had it like at a park, like it was like out in what, Culver City or something. I forget where the park was at. But I remember going to the function, and I ain't go with no niggas from the East Coast. I think I had her with me, Cuz from Young Niggas, and then I had like a nigga from Mona Park with me, I think in the car, or somebody else. It was a G Unit Crip. But I went to the football game. I had a all red Spotted Low G Unit Game Over t-shirt, red khakis, red G Unit shoes, red shoestrings, red LA hat, and I had on a blue rag on. I had a blue rag on my neck, right? So we at the function kicking it, the football game, and then it's like it's a gang of people, females, bitches, First Street to 190, and then before it was all over with and said and done, it was like some politicking. Hey man, whoever that is mumbling, shut up, cuz.
You need to be muted, homie. We can hear you.
Come on, Blue Jay, I think that's you, cuz. Hold up. So we at the function. I remember it turning into a commotion with all the homies because I was flamed up head to toe. And the main homie, I remember, G homie, coming up to me telling me, cuz that ain't crippin' with all that red on, was a little Doc, cuz was dragging his leg, cuz little nigga, older nigga, looking at me with that crooked eye. He didn't like it. He like, cuz that ain't crippin', cuz you got all that whoop whoop on, whoop whoop wop wop wop. And I remember it got to a point where I'm at the function, and like the homies, Lil Ant and a few more of the homies like had made like a half circle around me, like telling like the niggas who didn't like it, like to cut the homie wear it where you wanna wear it, whoop wop wop wop. But on the set though, like on my mama, cuz. Hey, cuz a small giant, cuz. I remember that was a daytime function. The football game was at daytime, but we had a nighttime function later on, like a club, a hole in the wall. And I remember little Doc being there and then approaching me and then apologizing for the way he got at me at the park. And we chopped it up. That's my G homie. You know, crippin' is way deeper than colors. I understand why him being a G homie from his era was initially offended by the way I presented myself. But through the way I didn't never like bow it down, and through him being intelligent and putting it all in perspective, probably politicking, hollering with other niggas from my generation, other young homies, by the time I saw him a few hours later, it was all a Google, cuz. So it's just crazy that cuz going through what he going through. I remember me and Eastside heard, hey Chili, I know you hadn't got there, but the day I squashed the whole little back and forth beef, whatever you want to call it, that I had with Daz Dillinger. Daz was at a venue out in the IE in his Bentley, finna pull in, and I like was able to like, before he knew I was there, I walked up to his passenger window. He was by himself, and the window was down, but I had my hand in his car reaching to shake his hand before he even knew who it was. And all he know between me is it ain't nothing but bullshit. But I was reaching my hand in camaraderie out of love, initiating squashing it, which initially happened. However, that day, I swear to God, on my mama, Nipsey was there at the function, but way before that, that was the first time I seen Doc Dome manipulating himself, maneuvering backstage. He was with a bunch of Muslims. He like walked out the middle of the crowd, dragging that leg, walked up to me. I was just glad to see cuz there. Similar to how when I first met 50, and the next day, the second day, we was at the Summer Jam in LA at the Forum. And before I went in the dressing room to go hang with the G Unit niggas, I seen Del Dog, Big Herb, I think Stutterbox. There was a couple of main streets with Del Dog, and Del Dog was with Steve Harvey. And I was with the G Unit niggas. And at that moment, even though the homies and the main streets wasn't really allies getting along, it was a certain East Side respect and honor and appreciation for seeing one another on that level without the assistance of each other. And that was like a part of the relationship that continued to develop between me, Del Dog, and the mafias that was from Maine that was fucking with cuz at that time. But I just could relate to all these scenarios on a lot of different levels, you dig lies. But I asked for a picture of my niece, right? This is who all the birthday wishes are for. If you wasn't motivated to tap in to that Cash App before, I hope this here photograph will motivate some more. We love you, Tink Tink. That's Tink Tink in the blue.
Hey, Lantana tapped in, but hey, they tapping in, Chili. It's $92 over here, bro. You know, and it's all Tink.
Hey,
it's
Tink.
all just added on.
Yeah, nigga don't. And look, we don't need it, y'all, but we appreciate it like we needed it, y'all. And
it's Muhammad.
It ain't the dollars we need, but for the young lady to realize that the world, a group of strangers, cared about her birthday that much, it means a lot to her. So we appreciate y'all, the Google gang, our family members, for being that much tapped in. And while we do that, we gonna do this. We gonna set the mood for those who haven't had the opportunity to step away because you tapped into the black box and you would like to be a part of what we doing for my niece. I'm finna give y'all a moment. I'm finna give y'all a moment to step away. Okay. Love from the Raymonds. Famous gang. Tell my nigga no love, I love cuz. On God, Marquise, cuz. I love cuz. Hey, look, that's a nigga that taught me a lot about this whole shit out here, cuz. Where no love at? Where no love at? Little Nugget still alive, cuz.
Raymond Avenue, for sure.
Shout out to the Raymond Avenue on my mama. Hold on. This dedicated to my niece Tink Tink on the set. Like, we finna play this, and for those of you who couldn't tear away to go participate, I want y'all to take this moment to go do so.
It ain't no questions, girl, I got you. Bagged you in the mall when I spotted you. Applying hella pressure, I ain't stopping you. No, I ain't knocking you, I love that shit. Gave you dick the first night, you fell in love with a crib. It's me and you, but no Bonnie and Clyde. But still I hop out bustin', my bitch a bust too, but I let her drive, that's my bitch. Don't ask me why, I can't explain it. She the type to pop a nigga when I say this bitch dangerous. I know they hate it when they see us pull up flossing. That bitch a queen and I'm a king, we both young bosses. They tryna figure what it costs us, we be taking trips. Got me a blue rag fitted, she know I bang crib. She let her hang with her low, we all through the trenches. Ain't gotta lie to her either, she know I got bitches. And did I mention she gon' get to the bag? Pass me the strap and I'ma get it they ass. It's me and you against the world for death though. That's why I call you my bitch, I don't never wanna let go. She know I keep that thing close, she know I got to.
On the set, on my mama, I don't like them lyrics. When I said dedicated to my baby, yeah, I apologize. I know the homie BS was being in love with the female. Yeah, he like in love with her, and it's
hey,
on.
I know you're a chick. I know
Yeah, but yeah, we
hey,
can't.
I know your whole energy, cause guess what?
Huh?
I fucks with my bro though.
Hey, yeah, I can't do that. This what we gonna do for Tink Tink. Fuck that.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book.
I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful. What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night. Happy birthday, Tink Tink. I apologize for playing that grown-ass music with your name connected to it. I was just tripped because the name of the song is Me and You. So before I could really it's like, oh, okay, that's going to be something. But then I got to listen. I'm like, ooh, ah, ooh. I tried to ignore a few of them. But I'm like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. This nigga Puto. Hey, look, Puto just called me. You know, he responsible for recording almost the entirety of Blue Smurf project. Plus, he's mixing it. That nigga text me like, surprised. He thought I was dissing Blue Smurf music. But what he said to me had me so confused. I'm like, what you mean? So he just called me on the phone. Like, what? I had to. You understand what I'm saying now, Puto?
Yeah, no, I got you. But then, I wasn't taking it as hating, like, literally, because I couldn't really hear what was going on. I'm driving and listening to it on my kid's phone. But, I was just trying to get a laugh, and that nigga said, huh?
Yeah, he thought.
I got it now.
But see, just think. He know how fully I'm invested in BS, right? So he know that's inside. The cut know me better than anybody walking the earth. Like this, my dog, my broski. He know. Plus, he the opposite side of what I bring musically to the industry. I stand on one side of the mic and the board. He's an expert on the other side. It's a perfect so he know we bring whatever we do a lot. So he like, huh? He hitting me like, he like really trying to check my temperature like, you dissing BS music? I'm like, hell no, never that.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying it wasn't appropriate for the moment. Hey, who did that beat? Hey, guess what, y'all? I swear to God, on my mama, I had forgot, but I been knew this. Puto co-produced that beat with my youngest son. I remember the day he was in the studio, and I remember Puto showed him a few things. And I remember Puto walking away from the board. I remember watching my son do his own thing. I remember Puto coming back, tweaking, adding shit, walking away, allowing my son to do his own thing again. Then they said they was finished, right? This is another part of the Uncle Dad movement. Then the beat was just playing. I was impressed because I couldn't believe Puto saying this is son. He basically blamed. I know he helped him, but he's saying Velioli made the beat. That's his beat. So now we in the studio for about an hour with this beat on repeat. And I'm like, damn, my son made a beat. And it's hard as fuck. Blue Smurf come to the studio. It's his session. Puto played 4 or 5 beats. Out of the 4 or 5 beats, this nigga picked the beat that my baby son did. My youngest son, he's 13 years old. He won't be 14 until July, the very end of July, almost August. So one more time, since we played it for my wrong loved one, we finna play it for my right loved one. This song right here is produced by my youngest son, Curvell Williams. His name is Curvell because my first name is Curtis. My middle name is Norvell. So me trying to find a way to just think. My name is Curtis Norvell. Black people, yeah. His name
108 over here, Tilly.
His name 108 for Tink Tink. We still trying to run it up for Tink Tink. So I'm finna play this song one more time. This got nothing to do with my niece, right? I do not want y'all to relate this song to her, but we 108 for her birthday. She turned 11 today. She's a beautiful soul. Her challenges are different in the world than the majority of ours, and we trying to show her some love for her birthday. Her name is Imani Huey. We affectionately call her Tink Tink. So we're going to do this, me and you. Don't get the lyrics confused with our love for her. But this beat is also produced by her cousin, which is my son, who's only 13 years old. And he did it for my one and only artist at the time, Blue Smurf. It's called Me and You.
Like 10 when we did the beat.
Yeah, he did this beat like at 10 years old.
I ain't stopping you. No, I ain't knocking you. I love that shit. Gave you dick the first night you felt. It ain't no question, girl, I got you. Bagged you in the mall when I spotted you. Applying hella pressure, I ain't stopping you. No, I ain't knocking you, I love that shit. Gave you dick the first night you fell in love with a crib. It's me and you, but no Bonnie and Clyde. But still I hop out bustin'. My bitch a bust too, but I let her drive. That's my bitch. Don't ask me why, I can't explain it. She the type to pop a nigga when I say this bitch dangerous. I know they hate it when they see us pull up flossin'. That bitch a queen and I'm a king, we both young bosses. They tryna figure what it costs us, we be taking trips. Got me a blue rag fitted, she know I bang crib. She let her hang with her low, we all through the trenches. Ain't gotta lie to her either, she know I got bitches. And did I mention she gon' get to the bag? Pass me the strap and I'ma get it they ass. It's me and you against the world for death though. That's why I call you my bitch. I don't never wanna let go. She know I keep that thing close. She know I got to. That bullshit ain't about nothing. You know I got you. It ain't no question, girl. I got you. Bagged you in the mall when I spotted you. Applying hella pressure. I ain't stopping you. No, I ain't knocking you. I love that shit. Gave you dick the first night you fell in love with a crib. It ain't no question, girl. I got you. Smoke a wood to the face and pour my cognac with no chase. Home base is where you find me at. She know I'm from the max. She know I let her M's. I got damn near a hat. She ain't gon' act out in public cause she know the deal. That pussy mine when I'm in it, you don't know how I feel. She cooking meals every night, she got me eating good. I hit her line, she gon' pull up and that's on the hood. Me and you against the world for death though. That's why I call you my bitch. I don't never wanna let go. She know I keep that thing close. She know I got to. That bullshit ain't about nothing. You know I got you. It ain't no question, girl. I got you. Bagged you in the mall when I spotted you. Applying hella pressure. I ain't stopping you. No, I ain't knocking you. I love that shit. Gave you dick the first night you fell in love with a crib.
Shout out Bruce Smurf. Shout out my youngest son, Curvell, Namario Williams. And I know Namario is a very odd name. That's Namario. What I caught myself up in, I committed myself to attempting to name all my children with the same initials as myself, CNW. So therefore, my oldest daughter, there we go. My oldest daughter, her name is Curtis Nikel Williams. Ironically enough, her mother name is Narkel. My middle name is Norvell. I was actually known by Norvell for the most of my life by my family, my middle name. So when I met her mama, it was one thing to me out of irony. Look, Narkel, Norvell. So then when I was naming my first daughter, I made her middle name not only an N, but a combination of Narkel and Norvell. So she's Curtis, which my first name is Curtis. Curtis Nikel Williams. Then my second daughter, the relationship between the mother, which is the same mother, Narkel, it wasn't the same. My influence to try to get another CNW was not honored, so I have a Genesis Janae Williams right after my oldest daughter. Then I was back more influential in the process for my next child, which was my junior son. His name is Curtis Norville Williams, identical to mine. However, he's a junior. As I now apply for different things and get my IDs, I've had to add senior to my official title in order to accommodate him being affiliated as an individual throughout the world. After that, his brother was born. Committing to what I was intending to do, I had a Kerman. Me being creative, trying to find an end name that's cool, I came up with Kerman Nawan Williams, CNW. Then his brother was born, Curvell Namario Williams, and he the one who made that beat alongside his uncle Puto. Good looking Puto. Not only has he made a beat with his nephew Curvell, he also has recorded and mixed records for his niece Riley, aka Blixie, my youngest daughter, at the age of 10, who has not only an acting but a rapping career that she's pushing from her own organic situation too. Oh, wow, mama. You dig a lot?
Monster? What? No monster?
No, Monster Kerman, for y'all that don't know, that's my nephew Monster. No, I was talking about Riley.
Oh, okay, I thought he was naming all the kidderies.
Oh, yeah. I went through the CNWs, but Riley, once again, the influence of the names with the mother wasn't intact for the time of my youngest daughter. So I have another daughter who is Riley Monty Leggett Williams, who also is not a CNW. So I got 4 CNWs and 2 non-CNWs. But they all my babies all the same. You dig lies?
So, hey, Westside made that beat, Kitty.
Westside. Yeah, that's what the homie called my son, Westside. Hey, check this out, though. Did y'all see the headlines about what took place at the Jack in the Box on Florence and Western?
Put me up on game.
Look, everybody that, like Jay, her, Blue Jay, put it in the Google real quick. It just happened. 23-year-old girl found dead and a man found wounded.
Yeah, I seen that. It was in a white Mercedes.
They was in a white Mercedes. Hey, look. 480 area code. Your background is too loud, homie. Hey, 480 area code. Your background too loud. I had to, his background. Hey, 480 area code.
I ain't been in the streets neither though.
Hey, look. You at the age and at the level of responsibility where you ain't got no business being in the streets, though. I'm glad to hear you ain't been in the streets. Fuck them streets.
Yeah, 100.
You got too much outside of the streets depending on you to be wasting your time in the streets, risking shit that matter. You dig a lot?
Yeah, 100. Man, I'm sitting here having a conversation with this kid. Similar to them.
Which kids? Your kids?
Yeah, Amaru. He on whatever Easter vacation, so he ain't had no school this week. He been going on all the interviews and shit with me.
What up, nephew?
Still, huh?
Hey, you getting them little lessons about real life right now?
Yup.
You soaking it all in?
Yup, while watching your video.
Man, I love you, man. You know you a standout. You a star. All you gotta do is like chase the shit that to you that you want to do that seem the hardest to do. The shit that seem the most impossible that you really want. Chase that shit. Line your energy up with what's gonna make that shit come to fruition. Fuck all that bullshit. You already a A+ student in trying to be a fuck up. I found myself trying to be a fuck up, and I fucked off a lot of years of my life. You already proved to us and yourself you can be a great fuck up. I know what it feels like to be a teenager that wants to succeed at being a fuck up. Guess what? All you do is sell yourself short. You got the potential to be an awesome, great, amazing motherfucker. And I know you know it. Please tap into that. You ain't regular. You ain't got to fall victim to this bullshit that we always chase. Prove to the world that myself, your father, your mother, your granny care about you, cuz. Prove to the world you got some people around you that care about you, that know both sides of the fence, and still care enough to put pressure on you to do the right thing. Because you can really achieve your potential and help your sisters. You feel me? You got about 4 little sisters, man. And you know what this world is all about. I love you, man. I'm proud of you. And just because this is my nephew, he's 16 years old, right? I've been having him on the mic since he was 1 year old. So his part on this record is real fast. So it's right at the beginning. But the first verse you hear, he was 1 year old, but it's going to be this 16-year-old young man. And the name of this record is Anywhere. On my mama, though. I love you, Maru.
I'm easy.
Baymax, G-Web. Get money, y'all. For death, though, we do. Spot low. The West kept spinning the World Wide Web on these bitch ass niggas.
Young Spider come through on the low late. Don't take her on no date. In the 08, tryna see if she got paper to donate. I'm so hard to locate. That's what the hoe hate. But I'm so great in bed, baby, daddy gotta rotate. Just fucked off 10 G's, but it ain't that important. If I ain't had to go to court, I would've made that this morning. Matter of fact, get paid more than that for performing one song. My dough long, cause I rap my records. Deserve a Rico. Commit actual acts of extorting. Place the wholesale order and jack the jet for the Jordans. In New York, in the projects, chilling in the back of the buildings, where I chop with the hood heads and chat with the children. I'm young and I'm rich, I'm black and I'm brilliant. On track for the trillions, to be stacked to the ceiling. Until then, I spend thousands and mash for the millions. Get cash for the killing, got it bad for the billions.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there when I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
My eyes nice and tight, I hit the kush spot twice a night. And sometimes even thrice if the price is right. I like variety, they tell me it's the spice of life. She say I'm sweet and sour every time I slice your wife. SPI, your dirt bag to the world in. Digging donkey dick deep down in somebody's girlfriend. You speaking on me and it's tweaking me a little. But if you think you're sneaking on me, homie, she gon' be a widow. I love females, they help push the campaign. No brain don't make it rain, or buy bitches champagne. More money, more problems, don't need the propaganda. What popped out in Vegas don't lead to Tropicana. What happened in Atlanta don't need to be repeated. So them pictures on your camera phone need to be deleted. Let's go.
Never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
I don't know Neo, but I know Eno. Me, him, and Hero with 10 hoes in Rio. Went hard for the ESO, I squad with the CO. No 6 deuce chemo and showline ego. I can't say I put in a gang of work with Deco, but me and Cuz for sure them pass for a keto. I spent some time on the grind with the Rezo. 24 months just to end up with zero. Even with a belt on, the khaki still below. I'm a head honcho, I used to flow with Nebo, but he chose to told on Lil Man and B-So. Had to let him go right after we met Sebo. From California with the most gorgeous green grow. I'm loony as O-Dog and nutty as Nino. All spots covered from Domino's to CeeLo. For Death Doe, the Lamo to Aliso.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
Anywhere. Is it Pick it up. It's gonna be on the Lost Tapes, Volume 3, coming up real soon. The only thing that we will release before 2 M's will be a Lost Tapes edition. It's Real Near Radio. That is the official time. That's the part of the show. Tupo, what it do?
Man, I'm sitting here, we riding down Fig, right?
Right.
See the little girl with a little bit of nothing on. Look presentable, all the shit, you know. I'm sitting there telling my son, I say, man, if it's a traffic full of people, I'm like, man, if this girl got this much confidence to walk around with nothing on and don't care what people think, man, she can hold a room like that. That's confidence you can't even pay for.
Well, look, bro. You know how little confidence you put in your manuscript as far as your mouthpiece. That's all you need to be telling females of that nature. You gonna fuck around and have you a coat of bitches, bro. Look, if you knew how, hey, cuz, who was that with all that background? Kill that background. Be still, please.
90 seconds.
Hey, bro. You just said the pimpest shit a non-pimp nigga could tell a hoe about what she need to be doing with her life. Say it again. You told your son, you told him what about these females that's out on the blade that look like something? What did you say about them?
Man, she presentable with nothing on. You feel me? Had a little net on and a real tone with the titties out looking like something like, you know, like I'm like, that's horrible. But I'm like, to do that, you gotta have super self-confidence. To not care, you walking on the boulevard with 1 million people just looking at you, you don't give a fuck. I'm like, that's a gift you can't buy, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me this. Because I know you, and I know how comfortable you are with relating to all levels of female when it comes to quality of character. From hoes to people who married their high school sweetheart, and that's the only man they know sexually. You familiar with the whole spectrum. What is it about a female that you just described that makes her comfortable with all that confidence and all that beauty to be on Figueroa?
It's a mind state. Because look, I can't say we're being stuck. They go state to state. They stuck. They just so stuck. It's like they still kids.
Would you line it up?
It's like they straight kids, man. You going for anything, man. Like they say, looking for daddy.
Damn. Damn, that's deep. Hey, Blue Jay, I just muted your phone, Blue Jay.
You know what I'm saying? Most of that right there, we gotta fight ourselves with men. You know what I mean? Because we the ones that wouldn't be no field without us.
Hey, you know what?
Women wouldn't be pimping themselves.
Hey, one thing you just said really, really caused me to reflect. As black men, somewhere along the way, our influence upon our women and our culture in general has been eliminated. I'm not going to say that we brought ourselves to these conditions totally on our own. However, the lack of respect that the black woman receives in public and even demands for herself publicly, I think it's a direct reflection that of the lack of respect deemed toward her somewhere. Look, Blue Jay still talking. Look. The only nigga on here in a wheelchair got background with a female going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on mute, man. I gotta walk in this little meeting shit for a few seconds, but I ain't hanging up.
All right, get your money. You already know. I'll be here when you get back. My phone on top of the mic, so whenever you start talking, they'll hear you.
Sure.
But the Blue Jay, this nigga in a wheelchair, right? He got all the struggles that we have plus some, and he's dedicated to being on here with his undivided attention. But he the only nigga on here that got a female in the background trying to distract him. Blue Jay, can you please explain your scenario? What's going on over there?
I just got my I got my blue thing in my left pocket and just getting getting Big Blue J on my right, my left bicep.
So wait. You threw me off. Hey, look, I know I did not.
Shout out Blue Jay for sure.
I know I did not, and I know nobody else understood what you just said. So I guess you trying to like keep it in the blind. We trying to figure out who is her, who is her, who is she, who is her that keeps saying shit that's distract. Cause you on here.
You big pimpin' crip.
Yeah, we Big Pimpin'. We trying to understand. Is that like is that a caretaker? Is that a caretaker, a personal friend? Oh, don't say my name like that. Say Blue Jay, baby. Say Blue Jay, baby. Don't say Spotted Oak.
That's my big homie.
How you doing? What's your name, sweetheart? What's your name, sweetheart?
How you doing, sweetheart? He said, what's your name, sweetheart?
Say it again.
Tell her keep it a cool, Blue Jay.
Well, no, baby, you got to slow it down and say it slightly, a little bit clearer. I have no idea what you just said. What's your name? Hey, Blue Jay, I'm going to just say this. For a nigga, for a real nigga confined to a chair, and you got a female over there who tongue work like that, you in heaven, bro.
Nah, I'm out and about, big brother. I'm out and about. You getting a tat? You getting tatted? Yeah.
That's your tattoo.
Oh, okay.
That's your tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Oh, you on some player shit.
Yep.
You on some player shit. Say less.
Man, that's all. And been on the black box since the beginning.
Hey, what you getting?
Since you came on earlier, I've been on here.
Hey, what you getting tatted right now?
Big Blue Jay and some boxing gloves. With a champion on top of it.
Hey, you know what? Hey, look, any nigga in a wheelchair to get boxing gloves tattooed on him with Big Blue Jay, I believe what he used to do before he was in that wheelchair. I believe you. Oh, my mama. Because, like, you know how many things, at this point in your life, bro, you know how many things, you know how many things you could be tattooing on you? So if that's something that you feel like you want to put on your ink, I believe you got a cold pair, my nigga. Oh, my mama. Oh God!
I fuck with you, Spider. So you know how I'm thinking if I'm on a black box.
Yep. Hey, Real Nigga Radio. I meant to do this. Matter of fact.
Real Nigga Radio.
Yeah, Real Nigga Radio. I meant to do this for those who might not be familiar with the visualization of what Real Near Radio is. Real Near Radio kind of describes the end of our lives, where I end up opening up the phone lines and some of my real Nias. Nia is like real nigga, but we eliminate the G's. The official foremost real Nia is not a nigga at all. He's of the Caucasian persuasion, but he a real Nia. That's my boy 2 Nicks Nickelback. So that's why we derived the name Real Nia Radio. And this is the point of the segment of the Wake and Bake show that I open up the lines, and typically my day HoNos, Nickelbacks, LAJ, Eastside Herb, Blue Jay, Vicious V, and my boy Tragedy from Eastside Torrance, they help me kind of sum up all the conversations we had. And we just politic, we interact with not only the chat room but other callers. And we describe that as Real Nia Radio. And those 5 individuals you see on that image are the original members of Real Nia Radio. Oh, my mama. You diggerlize.
Okay, 108.97 like.
Okay, for Def Doe like. Hey.
Why Herb and that Burgundy though like.
Okay, with that old potty.
Hey, that's how you gotta be.
Oh no, hey, you know what? Hey, Nickelbacks. You just fucked me up, bro.
Yes, sir.
When you said that, I thought you was Herb. You heard what he just said, Herb? I thought that was you. That nigga said Herb in that
Yeah,
bird.
he got on the silky on the
I thought that was you. Act like he been on the east side where that nigga say Herb in that burgundy like. I was like, wait a minute. I thought.
Hey, starting to rub off though, like.
Oh, rub. Hey.
Hey, that's that real deal shit though, like.
Hey, look, Chili, you don't even realize. Hey, look. I done been out in public. I done been out in public with Cuz though, like just me and him, like out with whoever was. Oh, my mama though, like he a real Nia for real though, like. We was in, hey look. All my, hey look, ever since they been around, cuz I've been looking at them motherfucking them scooters on the corner that people be renting and shit. I've been looking. Hey look, I've been looking at them like some bullshit. Then somebody said something that made me think they were similar to the hoverboards that came out a few years ago. And I remember when the hoverboards came out, I made a few attempts to stand on the motherfuckers and figure them out. And the reaction was so drastic that threw me off. I gave up quick. I realized I don't fuck with hoverboards. And somebody kind of like compared them hoverboards to them scooters. So in the back of my mind, I don't fuck with them scooters. I don't fuck with hoverboards. However, fucking with two nickel bags, that's two ends. No wonder his main endeavor right now for the future and present is NFTs. So he invited me to a motherfucking event that was basically surrounded around the spirit of NFTs, which was downtown Los Angeles, which is a 6 to 8 hour drive from where he resides. So he acquired the accommodations for us to attend this event. We meet in a parking structure downtown, what we thought was pretty close. We thought we were pretty close to the event. He has all the confidence in the world. He invited me. He has the VIP passes, all access credentials in his hand. He like, let's go, SPI. And as we start on foot, walking from our parking structure toward the event, I began to realize we've walked a mile or 2 or 3 into oblivion, and he has no idea where we are. So I'm like,
that was the way back. That was the find the whip.
Oh yeah. Okay, we had already got there. This is afterward. Long story short, we looking at these bunk ass scooters that I don't know nothing about except they like them hoverboards that I can't fuck with and I don't fuck with them. However, I realize how far this nigga. Yeah. All I know is this nigga done walked as far from where we supposed to go, and I know I do not want to walk that far back. So now my mind is, let's see what these scooters doing. It's a gang of them laying around. So we go through the process of like linking our phone to the scooter. Boop, boop, they activated. Took us another 10 minutes to figure out how to get going. But once we got going, me and my near nickel bags, hey, look, hey, them motherfuckers was flying. Hey, did we? Hey, we slid around downtown. Hey, look. Hey, we was riding scooters like they was surfboard. Cut. Hey, look. Hey, look. On my mama.
It went down LA right by the convention center, just sliding through traffic.
It went from breaking our necks to get the scooters to get to our cars, to passing the cars up, hitting corners on the scooters for fun. We going, hey, look, and just know, hey, on my mama, if the scooter do 10 to 15 miles an hour downhill, it do times 2. So, and I'm following. Just imagine me. I'm nervous and scared following a white boy.
And yeah, you ain't even that tight.
But look, look, I done hit the regular shit cool. Now the white boy, we get a streak that's going with a slight decline, and I'm seeing how it's picking the speed. This motherfucker ain't pressing no brake. He just, so I'm trying to stay on that thing right behind him. I'm not, cuz I'm hitting that brake, pulling over a little bit, cuz a fool. Hey, look, yeah, you can't keep, hey, oh my mama, but hey, yeah, me and two nicks, we done hit some corners downtown LA on them scooters. I had fun.
Okay. What's funny is I never rode those in my life either. So I was on the same tip, like, I don't know. You looking like, what's this? How does it work? I'm like, shit, I don't know. Bro, Loke jumped on it like a genius. Hey, know they roll now. And just pushed off and it went meow. I went, oh shit, I better catch up.
Hey, no, look, before, hey, look.
I know Chili done got on one. I'm gonna have to get on one at the pipe, one down there, and I'm gonna have to try one of them up.
No.
I'll be looking at them too, Chili.
Hey, you gonna love it. Hey, look. First of all, First of all, we had to figure out how, like, you could pay for it Apple Pay, right? But you got, like, these motherfuckers is a scooter on the corner. It's a little digital screen on that motherfucker that's jet black dead. Look like it ain't charged or nothing. We couldn't quite figure it out. We did everything. We see some pedestrians walking by. We asked them. They tried to tell us how to do it. It still wasn't working, but something in my mind was telling me don't give up. So we still fucking with it. All of a sudden, we get it to the screens to just light up digital. We own. Now, once we got these motherfuckers on, on God, we got it. We got the screen illuminated. We know it's live, ready to go, and we still can't make the motherfuckers roll. We hitting every button, turning, twisting, clicking. We like, what the fuck going on? And then eventually, Nick he figured it out. You gotta kind of get that motherfucker a running start, then hit the throttle. And that motherfucker just, on my mama, like, yeah. It went. Oh, God. Yeah, that shit was fun, though, cuz. It wouldn't, you know what? As square and corny as it sound, I think it'd be fun to go with a group of homies downtown or anywhere, get some of them motherfucking scooters, and just act loco. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo.
Right, a house full of guns. Who wanna war with us? The only time you see my face is on a tour bus. Do the math, I'm a dope boys, throw your bottle.
Hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Niggas wanna act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. They make believe hard, but they soft see. Get the feeling like He-Man when they off east. They mean mugging, never smirk or smile. That's cool, that bullshit'll work a while. But I can see through the man in the interview. Broke it down every time I ran into you. No, he ain't crazy, he just acting. But let him keep it up, we gon' see what's happening. In the back of my mind I hear, reassess it. You got 2 strikes, you might be arrested. The other voice saying, you the goon in this spot. That's when I nut up and give him numerous shots. Keep a stainless steel that'll solve all the static. Ain't gotta cock shit, it revolve automatic. Ain't taking no losses, no, 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 no. That's what I got the fofo.
I said niggas better run when they hear them shots. I said niggas better duck when they hear them shots. I said niggas better run when they hear them shots. I said niggas better duck when they hear them shots.
Hear them shots? Niggas wanna act loco. I hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Shout out my nigga Baguettes from Brooklyn on the hook. On my mama. Real Near Radio. It's about time to wrap it up. I'm on here with my boy 2 Nicks, aka Nickelbacks, LAJ, Blue J, and Eastside Herb. I'm gonna let y'all decide who get the last word. So whoever wanna be first, express what's on your mind. It's about that time.
You know, I jump off the porch about it.
Go ahead, LAJ. You won that. You won that little whatever that was. Go ahead.
All right.
Cub one.
Hey, I love this shit.
Cub one.
I love this shit, homie.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on the panel. Spotted Loc, I know we, as we reflect, coming up on the 29th of April, the 30-year anniversary of the 9 Juice uprising in the city of Los Angeles. Where were you? What you were doing? How your life has changed since then? It's been 30 years. I want to know what is what it's been like for you.
I ain't gonna
30
lie,
years
cuz
in LA.
as much as I wanna act like Papa Smurf and say I was in the cell phones to the swap meets and beep and all that, as the uprising was occurring, I can recall initially being on a bus traveling from Glendale Academy to Compton, California to home, and not quite realizing the magnitude of what was about to take place, and didn't like engage myself in anything I saw transpiring. And I'm gonna keep it a Google. By the time I got home, my mama, Gloria, I watched it all from TV and just drop. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to like put that on my resume as a motherfucker that got active and tearing this shit up. I wish I could, but I can't quite claim to be a participant in those activities. But I do want to shout out, recognize, and observe the spirit of the truth that produced the Nine Deuce. And I know eventually, to some degree, that's going to have to be the spirit we have to arrive at again for us to realize the future that is inevitable for our success as melanated individuals upon this earth. So I appreciate you reminding us of that.
No doubt.
Of course, Blue Jay. Of course you can. Of course you can, Blue Jay. However, you saw we structured this as one, then the next, and I don't think LAJ was quite done yet. So just please, for a moment longer, hold your patience. What you were saying, LAJ?
Yeah, I was saying that during that time, you right, Spotted Low, there was a lot of unity in the hood. People was working together, homie. We was barbecuing. I mean, I remember back then it was the Tower Records and the Warehouse Records. People had CDs. Every CD that was out, we was listening to CDs, barbecuing, drinking liquor. It was a moment like, I hope we never see nothing like that again, but it did bring together the community as far as people were sticking together. It was only when when the true plan was unveiled, the Nine Deuce truce, when the gang violence stopped for a minute, and it was football games and Wacc and Compton. It was baseball games. It was just that whole spirit of unity. I don't think we'll ever see that again, homie.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, because if we won't see it again, that might be okay. But I think the world will see it again, and I think they will see it to a level that even goes beyond what we saw in '92. It's inevitable. There's no way in the world we can achieve what we believe we are destined to achieve without more unity being displayed than that. Because you, like me, you know the real. Even when it was a perception of a unity in '92, the underlying actual gang violence never really stopped. Even
it never stopped.
Yeah, the Grape Streets and the Bounty Hunters was like at the forefront as far as publicly as some of the most notorious neighborhoods to be involved in that 90s truth.
It was real though.
It was real.
And the H-Trades and the 60s.
But just know this. While the whole world and the cameras was focusing on the peace, even when Nipsey died, in the weeks following Nipsey's death, when the whole world thought LA was going through some type of truce, because we saw Big U, the A-Trays, and that's what was promoted throughout the industry, throughout the media. Do you realize how many Grape Streets and Bounty Hunters lost their life within that same couple of weeks? They was going through an unprecedented, all-out LA epidemic war. And even though there was a large portion of both sections that had love for Nipsey, that would love to be caught up in the spirit of the truce, reality dictated that it was lives being lost right there in Watts simultaneously as the whole world was looking at our environment as if we was under peace treaty. And in '92, all I'm saying is there was a lot of the same going on. Am I lying, Tupo? Hey, Jay, Do you realize that when Nipsey died, that the bounty hunters and the grapes was going at it like never?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wasn't reporting that. Those Spider Low, you right, homie. They wasn't reporting that.
They wasn't reporting. They wasn't. That's what. Guess what Ice Cube said at the end of Boys in the Hood.
Get underreported.
Underreported. That nigga Ice Cube said either they don't know, don't show, or don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood. And that brings me to a story that I know LAJ holds close to his heart. Do you realize they've uploaded, they upgraded the reward for anybody with any information leading to any type of arrest or anything associated with the young lady who lost her life alongside the 110 freeway. Jay, you heard that?
The 110. I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
they raised the reward.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe her family will get some justice on me, but I saw that Spider Low. They did up the reward to get some information about the how they just threw her body out there on the 110. That just bothers me, homie. That they can discard her body right there on Manchester like she was a piece of trash, homie. So I'm gonna continue to talk about it, homie, because she was a young girl that didn't deserve that, homie. That's all.
No young girl deserves to be victimized by anyone. So I definitely support.
Period.
Yeah. Period. And for those of us of our community and culture who have a different perspective because your brain and your perspective was poisoned by influences that came along before you. If you don't have a daughter, if you don't have a sister, if you don't have a mother or an auntie or a grandmother or a wife that you love and respect and honor, sit back and relax and try to just focalize and realize on what it means to have that type of respect for that type of female. And then look at your brethren, melanated wise, and realize as brethren, all these women out here in our community, somebody typically feels a certain way about each and every one of them. And when we respect that as a concept, and we respect our comrades, our brethren that we don't quite know, that we might encounter by chance, who may have these type of affiliation, connections, and concerns about said females, I think of understanding, appreciating, respect, and consideration for all those ideals will lead us in a direction into respecting one another to a point where we can reach a more healthy exchange amongst one another. What do you think about that, y'all?
Hey, Tim, what you said, we used to always say, you always said it, you always said it, bro. If we approach every situation as far as when we encounter a female out in public, when we step out the house, every female we encounter, we treat them how we would treat our mom. Treat them how we would treat our sister. Treat them how we would treat Tink. We treat them how we would treat our other auntie. You know what I mean? When we start right there, that's like, yeah, that's a big push of how we go change the narrative of how they go start looking at themselves. You know what I mean? The respect they gonna have for themselves.
Never call you bitch again.
Yeah, bro.
Never call you bitch again. Never call you bitch again. And I do not direct that message toward women who have dedicated themselves and displayed themselves to being nothing but a bitch. I'm not saying I'm eliminating the word from my vernacular. However, I am committing myself to eliminate the word bitch to generally describe females in general. That's something we fall a victim of and fall into a common practice of that I feel is very detrimental. Because when you say bitch to describe a female in general, and typically, initially, it's about our females. We fail to realize we also referring to our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our cousins. And what we consider to be a bitch is not a term of endearment. So I am recommitting myself to the public stance of, as the late great Tupac stated, never call you bitch again, in the sense that I'm not referring to our females in general as bitch, bro. And if I do it haphazardly, please, I'm asking y'all to point it out to me in the chat so I can check myself. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to eliminate that out of your conversation. Because you guys are seeing the beginning of my journey with this. And I know how easy it is to make something habitual. It won't be that hard. Because without knowing the individual, when you meet a black woman, you are not meeting a bitch. A bitch is a female dog. That's what it is. And when you personify a female dog into a human perspective, everything about a bitch is negative, dirty, derogatory. So I understand empowerment, like the way we took the word nigger, or the fat boys called themselves fat. I understand the sense of empowerment. But when we take it on as a culture to accept the degradation of our most spiritual, intimate counterpart, which is the female portion of our existence. Just think about it. As men, we only chase money because society has established money as something worth chasing. Outside of that, our most primate intuition is to seek after, please, and encounter and engage with females. That's how important the female species is actually to us. You dig lies? So for us to get to a point where it's so commonplace for us to just degrade them, we have to realize that's where we are, regardless of how much we've participated in it, and start making changes, bro. Because when you come out to the world and say, bitch this, bitch that, bitch that, you gotta realize you talking about your daughter too, cuz. You gotta realize you're talking about your mama too. Cause if you ain't talking about your daughter, your mama, your sister, your wife, your baby mama, you talking about somebody else's, another man's. And just think about it. Think about how offensive it used to be to refer to a black woman as a bitch. And based upon nothing more than the leadership of us as their men and a soundtrack musically we've been comfortable with providing. Look where we are today with how comfortable our women are, not only referring to themselves as bitches, but presenting themselves as bitches, putting bad in front of it. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. But bad bitch in front of it. And now possessing that as a badge of honor. How far have we gotten from what is a bad bitch versus what is a bad bitch in comparison to a wondrous woman?
Right.
Or a virtuous woman? What
right.
How many other cultures do we see so invested in expressing and establishing themselves as bad bitches? I know there are individuals of every culture that participate, but I'm talking about when you see a predominance of a culture, when it's dominating the spirit of a certain people. Who else? I saw even Viola Davis receiving a reward. And in her speech, she was thanking the directors of her show for allowing her as a black woman to be sexualized. She was appreciative for being allowed to be a dark skin, not typically what America considered as beautiful or sexy. Our plight has gotten so degraded that Viola Davis, such an accomplished, distinguished art actress, showed and expressed appreciation for being sexualized, cuz. Females of her character, her caliber amongst our community typically look at being sexualized as something negative. Viola Davis, in the public perception, would be the new Oprah. The dark-skinned, non-conforming vision of black female success. Oprah has never expressed, neither has Whoopi Goldberg, expressed an interest in being sexualized by mainstream media. However, Viola Davis, in sequence, she's of their lineage. Black, melanated, extremely chocolate, successful women who have accomplished a level of success without being sexualized. Viola Davis apparently has experienced being sexualized in some role she's played, and while she was receiving an award, she expressed appreciation and thanks to the directors that had the courage to cast her, a black woman, in a role being sexualized. So, as natural and innate as sexuality is to every human, where do we get this overwhelming desire for people to be considered sexual? Why is it such an important issue when sexuality is such a natural thing? Anybody?
Because it sells, cuz. That's what makes money. That's what generates revenue. Ads. That's what fuels.
Generate revenue.
Cuz, hey, wait. Do you realize how deep I just tried to take the conversation? I just tried to be philosophical, take it deep. Do you see how simple the answer? That's really the reality, cuz. It's a phrase. Sex sells, and that's what media has been about all these years. And even though, when it comes to artistry,
that's why they're showing that bullshit on TV now.
That's it. Sex sells.
Commercials, all state commercials. You seeing home protected commercials and all this old home security. You see two cats, and then they show two more cats together, like cooking in the kitchen. They just show
But look, okay,
like,
what's the? I'm finna separate
what
real.
about the Dwayne Wade son?
All that. Think about Dwayne Wade's son, Lil Nas X, Magic Johnson's son, Wacc HoNo Hunnid's son, Wacc HoNo Hunnid's son. Okay, compare that pocket of Wacc HoNo Hunnid's son, Lil Nas X, Magic Johnson's son, Dwayne Wade's son. Where is the pocket of people that are publicly known to compare that are not black? Even do you hear what Jada, what Jada and Will's daughter Willow expressed about her sexuality recently, about it being polyamorinous? I think that's the word, but being very vocal and outspoken about her intimacies, being anti-traditional in the fact that she is comfortable with including multiple intimate partners, and her mother being at the forefront publicly and supporting such expressions. It seems as if, for some reason or another, our culture as melanated Americans is being utilized to push this movement to the forefront. Before we can celebrate as blacks in America in the fact that we had a black president, he came into office and one of his very first and foremost executive decisions was to adjust litigation and law in favor of those people. And in the spirit of him being comfortable and willing and able to do that throughout his 8 years in office, he was not able, willing, or capable to do anything of the nature that directly pertained to a group of people such as the other group like us called black. And it just lets you know in America where our plight is headed if something drastic does not thwart the progress. If you look at Rome, ancient Greece, anytime a nation has become emasculated through perverse sensuality, it has preceded the fall of that nation. And if I was riding with you on the freeway and you were the driver, I would get very concerned when I start seeing you swerving from lane to lane and not following the appropriate safety precautions of the highway. And as a passenger in the vehicle that is America, I am very concerned when I see a nation making decisions that historically have proven to lead to the downfall of a nation. It's very deep. It's deeper than a lot of people realize. Somebody.
Yeah, it is, man. And when you got Dwayne Wade, who was, at his position, one of the best basketball players at his position, just go along with the flow and got these kids on there on national platforms, kissing, I think age 14, if I'm not mistaken, just via social media, they're kissing, but that's where we come in at, the Black Box, Real Near Radio, Google Gang. We gotta stand firm and give guidance and directions to those who's listening. So I just want to give a shout out to Spider Loc, the Most Easty, and the Black Box and Real Near Radio for just being, keeping it a Google, because people learn from these conversations. Every time you come on, Spider, we get updates, but it's very informative and we learn, and I'm just humble and grateful to be a part of this. So I want to say thank y'all to everybody. Shout out 420, get your head busted, man, and enjoy. So shout out to the Black Box of Real Near Radio.
420, appreciate you, Blue Jay. Always 420. I'm finna do it. We do this all day, every day, but today we're gonna do it a little more than normal. Appreciate you. We'll tap in with you next time. Jita, gratitude is the attitude.
Yes, sir.
Jita. My mama. Jita. Okay, we left with Eastside Herb, LAJ, and 2 Nicks nickel bags. It's on y'all. Who's next?
Well, you know what it is.
I want to ask you one thing.
Go ahead, one thing.
One again.
Go ahead, one
Let
thing.
me ask you this, Spider Loc, because you're an artist, and I just saw where Snoop Dogg is pulling all the Death Row catalog off the streaming platforms because he said the artists aren't getting paid. Now, if you an artist and you wrote and produced your own material, how you not getting paid from your music being on these different platforms? He said he's basically gonna, create like a Death Row app, and you can access all the music on that app. But how do you feel about that? About him pulling all the music of Death Row off of the streaming platforms as the CEO now of Death Row Records?
Well, here in the Black Box, we dedicate the facts over feelings, so how I feel is irrelevant. The fact is, streaming is the new norm, and whatever used to be is old. And I gotta salute Cuz. We gotta realize Cuz been around before around was around. So he's been a giant he is the person that caused Instagram to go from just another app to being something that is culturally accepted as the daily norm. He is a successful artist who has just acquired a catalog. I just feel like, oops, I didn't mean to say feel. I think the fact of the matter is that when you project into the future, it's more beneficial for you to have your actual content tapped into the new structure versus the old structure. And I think him being Snoop Dogg, he's benefiting from people on the cusp of this transition who he trusts, who is guiding him into making the right decision, which is going to plant him as a pioneer, even in the new frontier. Because absence of his participation or presence, what he has done as far as taking it off the old format and attaching it to the new format, I believe is the way of the future when it comes to the game, period. So the fact that he's Snoop Dogg, I'm not surprised that he's being able to benefit from being on the side of ushering this type of new technology or new scenario in. He's Snoop Dogg. And just think about it. How many people are going in the store buying CDs? How many people are looking for cassette tapes or even records? So the content that is created as far as entertainment is going to a virtual, if it's not going, it has arrived at a virtual reality that anyone that's really invested in benefiting off the profit has to have some type of attachment to the virtual vitality of it. Otherwise, you're not really in the loop of that said content as to what's generating right now. I think we are really on the brinks of seeing a society that we realize without paper money. Think about when it doesn't pertain to money, how our society is going rapidly wireless and paperless. Think about the food stamp and how long it's been gone, yet the program of assistance never skipped a beat from food stamps to EBT. I believe the same way tracking pets with a microchip was like a test run for doing humans, the EBT program going from food stamps to a digital currency is a test run of what's going to happen in our soon future cashless society. Does that resonate with anyone on Real Near Radio?
Everything you said, homie.
Yep.
Real
quick, I'll take a little step further. Snoop's talking about he's conquered everything in music, and I'm messing with this NFT and this metaverse and all the space. He's putting stuff out just like you said, Lo. It's appealing to people on that cusp. He put out one NFT for $16,000. It's got one song. Now that sells, but it didn't sell out. You got to remember, these NFTs are putting them out in collections of thousands, 5,000, 10,000. So.
Y'all listen, that's two Nicks Nickelback speaking on the NFT scenario. He is my guide into the NFT world. I am not going to try to trick anyone that make you think I understand it any more than I do. But to hear him speak about it so often, so fluently, with so many different other people, there is a whole nother world opening before our eyes that the Keyway Christ neighborhood nip prophesied about. This meta digital world is a reality. I am attempting as best I can to become educated upon it, but I realize it along with crypto that we are stepping into a new reality, bro. We have actually arrived in the motherfucking future. And so long in the past I used to think about living my future life. I now realize I am living my future life, and this is Future Life, available on all digital platforms.
Yes, sir. One more Gizzo.
Espiata the rider was blinded by the street grind and never mind the homework. Never had a double up, I hustled up my own work. Until this day, I've been getting it with no help. There's no better feeling than depending on your own self. Money talk, you better listen when that paper speak. Mistake the streets for sweet, white sheets, they play for keeps. A father first, ex-felon trying to feed his seeds. I'm compensated for the fact I chose to keep it G. Stuck to the script all the while watching weenies win. I'm a child of God, but every day I seem to sin. Your reputation be the reason that they shoot you down. Judging from my past, but I'm living in the future now. Dollars addictive, gotta have my daily dose. Multiple hustles, I focus on what pay me most. Fear no man, he grieve like me, he can bleed. But we can leave that beef behind and breathe some peace, I believe.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be up to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it, so I live it how I get it.
I'll probably get no awards, no mention on the leaderboards. But take me to war, I promise you gon' need the Lord. Worldwide traveler, Los Angeles to Singapore. Sure, I can show her things she never seen before. Bump the horn and knock down the walls of Jericho. We pay them no mind, the laws call us terrible. Delilah had Samson, Eve made Adam fall. I ended up with none, y'all, trying to have them all. I go and get it, ain't with it trying to wait it out. I laid it out, contemplated it, and weighed it out. Touched $1 million in my trap before I played it out. Faded out before they came and raided. Yep, I made it out. Tell them follow my footsteps, already laid the route. Nothing fake about me, no faith, who would they to doubt? Play me close, I'm supposed to pop that derriere. Promote the peace, but I take my pistol everywhere.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it.
Y'all
So I
seen it.
live it how I get it.
Y'all seen it. Seemed like Satan threw everything he had at me. Still standing, ain't understanding how y'all could be mad at me. Patience, push-ups, prayer on a healthy kick. Paint the perfect picture, me rolling, no selfie stick. Basically Baymacking. Bonafide businessman, religion don't define him better than his decisions can. Prodigal prophet, ain't worth half the price. Purchase, paid for after death, it's the afterlife. My future.
I'm just preparing for my future life. Cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, yeah. Cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just lining up them digits. I get it how I live it.
Oh, my mama, real. That's also Future Life, available off the Loki EP on all digital platforms. Tap in, tap out. My nigga from 7th Street, Wacc, on the hook. That's crazy how cuz name always run from me, and he my low cuz on the set though. But yeah, the nigga on the hook, he from 7th Street. I'm just having a brain fart as far as his name. Siete to the Siete. What's up though? East the deal, my nigga. We still 3 deep on Real Near Radio. I appreciate y'all. Y'all even know 2 Nicks and LAJ, y'all in competition with Mr. Long Goodbye himself. So I'm gonna let LAJ and 2 Nicks is between y'all who gonna tap out first. Cause Eastside Herb will.
Go ahead, Jay. I'll give you 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row, LAJ. Go ahead. It's on you.
Alright, I'm gonna end like this, homie. Happy 420 to everybody. Get your smoke on, get your loc on, kick back however you do it. Free Lil Doc.
Free Lil Doc.
That's all. I'm gonna end it with that. That's one of the realest to ever do it and rest out here in these streets in Los Angeles, California. Free Lil Doc. And if you don't know, you know.
Oh, my much love, LAJ. Tap in. Eastside Herb. Nickelbags, it's on you, Nickelbags.
All right, hey, salute you as always, man. You're injecting a lot of positivity into this negative ass world, bro. Everybody appreciates this, and the real ones know what's up. Shout out the panel. Shout out everybody up in here, and yeah, can I spit something real quick?
Please do.
All right, it's a good one here. I was gonna do "Gotta Be High," but I'll just let that one ride. But since the age 15, started drinking cognac hard, smoking weed, shooting dice in the homies' backyard. Hit ups with the homies, shoot outs with the foes. I never gave a big shit, but use clout with the hoes. I keep the killers on deck. They move when I call. Been out here trying to ball since juvenile hall. I started from the bottom, I banged with the best. I played checkers with the worst, then changed with the chest. I hate snitches. Keep 7, 8 bitches. On 119 for my 11, 8 years.
Mama.
Politics will keep popping. I'm a problem. Pops told me take flight and don't stop it when I'm squabbling. I box the zip. I'm the truth with the trees. Blood and Crip worldwide. I got juice with the G's. Business of pleasure. Separate that shit till I go for death though on my baby Mac shit.
Ooh, hey, what's that? Hey, what's that song?
I'm a problem.
I'm a problem.
I got problems for you, cuz. I got problems for you, cuz.
Hey, shout out to my Dago niggas. Shout out to my Dago niggas that had put that in effect. Oh, my mama, that's hard. Say that verse one more. Oh, my mama, hey, say that shit one more. Say it one more time, cuz. Please say that same verse one more time. Them bars.
Yeah, I need your intro to that chord, that beat, the do everything. You want problems? I got problems for you. Around the age of 15, started drinking cognac hard, smoking weed and shooting dice in the homie backyard. Hit up with the homie, shoot outs with the foes. I never gave a shit. Use clout with the hoes. I keep the killers on deck. They move when I call. Been out here trying to ball since juvenile hall. I started from the bottom, a bang best. Play checkers with the worst.
Then I changed it to chess. Talk that shit.
Snitches. I keep 7, 8 bitches on 119 for my 11, 8 years. I'm politicking, keep it popping, I'm a problem. Pops told me take flight, don't stop it when I'm squabbling. I box the zip, I'm a truth with the trees. Blood and Crip worldwide, I got juice with the G's. Business of pleasure, separate that shit till I go for death though on my
Baymax shit. Oh my mama, good looking too, Nicks. I always
Much
appreciate.
love, OG.
Yeah, I always appreciate you for reminding me what I said. A lot of niggas don't like to be reminded what they said in the past. But when you remind me of what I said in the past, I appreciate it because I stand by everything I ever said. If anything I've grown beyond, I have no problem addressing that. Anything that I was confused about, I have no problem addressing that, accepting that. However, the majority of everything I've ever stated, I stand on. So I appreciate that, loved one. That was hard. Them is bars. Sometimes I wish I wasn't me. I wish I wasn't me so I could be a fan of me. I be looking for something to be a fan. You dig it, like
Hey, well, for all those out there, Spider Loke fan page 97 on IG. Tap in, hit it up. Another real one saluting the movement.
Yeah, follow that.
Definitely.
Follow that, y'all. Follow that. Oh, my mama. Appreciate you. Much love. Holla at you next time. Gita.
Much love, G.
Yep. Eastside Herb. You on here with the third. Even though it's the last one, it's your word. What it do, my not do like.
You already know, though, like. Gonna get ready to go get it in, though, like.
Okay.
But yeah, I gotta give a shout out to the boy Nico, man, cause he be having you on the edge of your seat, Teddy, when he big up them old get downs for you. So
with them bars, with them bars though, like, huh?
Yeah, then I hear a cat say he wish he can just be somebody else so he could be a vet. I say yeah, he ready, yeah, he doing.
Cause you like when you really step into your humility, even though you know what, when it comes to self-love and self-appreciation, it is a movement going around where it's not hard to like appreciate yourself. So, it's easier now than it once was. But I always been the one that preferred to not toot my horn, but allow my horn to be tooted by others. So when a nigga, I swear to God, you know how much recording I've done. It be bars I forgot about, never thought about since the day I recorded them years and years ago. And when that nigga come on and be saying certain shit, if it wasn't me, cuz I swear to God, on my mama, I still love them boys. Like, ooh, them is boys. Like, dude, like, you dig it? Like.
Homie got a little bars about his get down. You know how to work with them words. You know how to twist them words, huh?
Can I say
Can
I say my most favorite verse ever? It's like, it's the verse that took me the furthest. When I used to battle people, this the verse I used to say, right? Not only did I used to always start off with the same verse, no matter who I met, battle, or if I'm meeting a CEO and it's time for me to do my thing. I used to always start off with the same verse. And then I was such an MC at the time that I had 1 million written rhymes memorized in my head. So once I would start off with the first verse, I had other verses that I could just connect and just keep it going like they was all one long rhyme that lasted potentially, I'm trying to keep it real now, maybe 15 minutes. I could just rap. And it was just all shit I knew in my heart, in my head, but it was raps, different verses that I could just keep going. And the first one I used to always say, no matter what it was, it used to start off like this. It go, I'm the most heated. I swear the West Coast needed. Blue cleated, undefeated, guaranteed to three-peated. It can't beat it. Get mistreated, dismissed and deleted. Shouldn't have competed. Spotted oak so crisp and conceited. I'm weeded. 100 yards of grass and every pass completed. Both the Remy and the neighborhood in me is deep-seated. Filthy flesh, so I feed it. Know the word, but don't read it. Tried to sit behind the pulpit. Couldn't stay seated. Rap sheeted cause I cheated. Many bangers got breeded. Hope to make it to them gates. Don't even care how I'm greeted. In a pack, I'ma lead it. Never be impeded. Killing quota. Gotta meet it. Born in 97th Street. In a bash, I'ma lead it. Known the dirty deeded. We defleeted. Skeeted in they face and watch them eat it. Repeat it until they run down. That's the way we created. Exceeded. Went from buckwheated to fucking succeeded. Separate the average from the great. let me have my own slate. And so my mama like, look, I can't even believe I still know that shit.
Oh, hey, that's that poetry, Chili.
Nah, that's, you know, that's what brought me into this shit was poetry on my mama, you dig it, eyes?
Yeah, that's just sound like you like in a setting, like you doing one of them, like you know how they had them cats that be like doing them little speeches before the kickoff of the Super Bowl or the kickoff before, you know, the tip off, you know, they have somebody doing like a
that like narration type.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. He built this boy.
I can dig it.
I ain't gonna hold the cat up no longer because you know how we do it on the regular, bro. You know, but I want to salute you and I appreciate the whole get down and everybody tapping in on Tink Tink for the C-Day. You know, and you know we go push Jeter and push positive energy always. And yeah, bro, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm finna go make me some classic bottles for the day.
Much love, appreciate you, Eastside Herb. Happy birthday, Tink Tink. We love you, baby. Have a good one. And spend every dime on what you want to spend it on. Hey, what was her total, though? What she get in the long run? Hey, what she end up getting in the long run?
I'm finna look back at it. I told you your boy, Lantina had tapped in.
Oh, shout out little AJ from Santana Block, Compton Crip, that blessed my niece, too. He broke bread, too. Appreciate you, Crip.
10897.
Okay, for Def Doe. Appreciate you. Much love. Happy birthday, Tink Tink. Many more.
For real, though.
Jeter. And I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. But on the way up out of here, I want to reintroduce or introduce and remind some of y'all about my artist, Blue Smurf. My name, Baby Spider. That's BS. He Blue Smurf. So collectively, we BS and BS. His project, up and coming off Baymack Entertainment, is entitled 2 M's. The 2 M's stands for music and money. However, my nigga from Mac Mafia, even though he don't admit it, I believe the 2 M's got something to do with that. But I want to show y'all something as we get up out of here. This is the first street single up off the record that he has prepared called The Way Life Goes, right? But just show when niggas get a history, they story about how they got involved in this activity. This my nigga Blue Smurf on this photograph y'all about to see. He rap on the second verse. So I'm rapping on the first verse. My son-in-law is on the hook. But on the second verse, the nigga you finna see on this photo is rapping. These type of niggas I fuck with. Oh, my mama, my mafia.
My brother told me take the deal. And my brother told me, he told me, oh, he fight his body. Told me, oh, he fight his body, how he body, everybody. But this party, everybody, gave me 12 of them. Oh, so much shit in the streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love this shit, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. There ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me, oh, you fight his body. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave me 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy. Just the way the life goes.
Y'all believe in the street? Seen a lot of grief. A lot of Kiefer Kush stuffed in the grobberly. Chains, watches, rings. It's nothing to kings. Back and forth to Beijing, fucking with beans. Hopping out of yards since we own it, it's ours. Havana room lounges, smoking cigars. Purchasing properties, opening bars. Took licks in life, put tattoos over the scars. Rosenberg on retainer, explain how I look for real. Kinda bad, Lil homie took the deal. $100 sticks, cognac and Cubans at all costs. Be about your money is the movement. Either in a black box, making a review about an ocean, slow motion, taking in the view. Cop and blow with hoes, we don't wife those. Zeros and commas, that's how life
so much
goes.
shit in the streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love this shit, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. There ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me, oh, you fight his body. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave me 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was
caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy.
You told that nigga take the deal. Blue rag tied around the steering wheel, riding around itching for a kill. Boy, this shit real. Lifestyle on repeat, sagging through the swap meet, banging on my enemies. Them niggas know I never speak. M's on the backhand, this shit to the depth. I can have $1 million, still pull up to the set. Facts over feelings when you fucking with Blue Smurf. It's crazy how your closest homies end up on t-shirts. My niggas tired of taking L's. I know that shit wrong. Got my dead homies looking down on me like a drone. Hopping out of foreign whips, politicking with the Crips, all in traffic with the homies, knocking down a fifth. Niggas chasing clout, we chase down enemies. Niggas hanging out, they gon' smash off their enemies. That's just the way this life goes. The colors of my clothes always been blue and gold. That's on my soul.
Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love this shit, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. There ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me all you fight is bodies. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave me 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy. Just the way the life goes.
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.